This is Knockouts Victory Road 2017 as part of the one night only pay-per-view series. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to see what happened before we went on the air.
Rachel Ellering, welcome to Impact, bringing your family's great name to the company. Tell us a little bit about what you want to achieve tonight.
First off, thank you. What a privilege, exactly like you said, to be here. And the women who have been in this locker room and the women that are in this locker room are top notch. And I'm here to raise my level and be top notch as well. Their knockouts, I think I can be a pretty good knockout too. So that's what I'm here to prove.
Oh, you do you? You think you deserve to be in this locker room? What was your name again? Who are you?
My name is Rachel Ellering.
Right, Ellering. Okay, so you think you deserve to be in my locker room. What, because Daddy was a wrestler?
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, okay, so you go ahead and you do your little Rachel Ellering legacy thing, and I'm gonna start a new legacy. We're gonna call it the Laurel Van Ness legacy. And guess what? Tonight, you're my first victim.
We'll see about that, Cupcake.
Can we get some help? Can we get some help over here? Get some help over here, medic!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this very special Knockouts event. Tonight, we are going to see the competitors of the TNA Knockouts division go one-on-one with outsiders, with prospects looking to join the Impact Wrestling roster. At the end of the show, we will have an all-out 8-person tag team match, and we will see who is victorious. Before we begin the show, at this time, I would like to bring out the newest member of the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame, the first ever female member of the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame, and she also happens to be the very first ever Knockouts champion in history. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gail Kim.
Certainly great to see Gail Kim in the Impact Zone, the first ever female inductee into the prestigious Hall of Fame. And Gail will join JB in the ring momentarily as they co-host Knockouts Victory Road 2017. You're going to see some potential knockouts. Momentarily, they'll join JB and Gail Kim inside the 6-sided ring. We don't know the status of Rachel Ellering. We'll keep you guys up to date as to whether or not Rachel will be able to compete after what transpired between her and Laurel Van Ness. You're going to see some names that perhaps you've never heard of before, some names that you have seen, and they'll all get an opportunity here at one night only. Knockouts Victory Road 2017.
Gail, welcome. This is a big event and a big opportunity for 8 ladies to make an impact here in Impact Wrestling.
JB, I am so happy, first of all, to be back in this ring tonight. It feels so good. I just do feel a little weird about now not participating, but I'm really looking forward to the potential talent.
And not only that, but behind the scenes, Gail has quite a sharp eye for talent, so I know you're going to be watching this extra carefully for potential new members of the Knockouts roster. Are you ready to meet our first competitor? She comes to us from right here in the great state of Florida. Would you please welcome prospect Casey Quinn?
Casey Quinn, you may have seen her once or twice in the Impact Zone. A lot of people got mad at me because I said she needs to get a tan, and she looks like Bella Swan from Twilight. Nonetheless, she's trained by Jay Lethal, very athletic, always smiling, always happy, not really sure why. But she'll have an opportunity to compete A big hug, handshake with JB, and here we go.
All right, we're also not only going to see you compete in just a few minutes, but we want to get to know all of our potential knockouts as well. Casey Quinn, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Me? Well, I was born in Buffalo, and I have just always been such a big fan of wrestling, and to be here is just a dream.
That's awesome. Well, we do know that you got trained by one of the best, Mr. Jay Lethal.
Revelations.
So we know you don't have that much experience under your belt right now, but do you feel like you have what it takes to compete with these TNA knockouts?
You know, even though I am inexperienced and I am probably the youngest one here, I am very excited to be here, and somehow I'm here, and I'm gonna prove a point.
Give it your best shot, absolutely. Well, Casey, we've come to the point of the evening where you are about to learn who your opponent is going to be tonight. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Casey Quinn, meet your opponent tonight.
Oh boy. This is going to be quite the test for young Casey Quinn. She's going to have to go one-on-one with a 6-time Knockouts champion, Angelina Love, and the smile quickly erased from the face of Casey Quinn.
Casey Quinn, you will be facing one-on-one with Angelina Love. Best of luck. You have your work cut out for you. Let's see how you do against the former 5-time Knockouts champion. 6-time Knockouts champion. I stand corrected. Best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we are about to learn who our next prospect is. She goes by Leva Bates.
I like Leva Bates. She's always a different character. She's into comic books. She's a different kind of cat, if you will. I believe the last time you've seen Leva Bates, she was dressed in all white. I'm not into the kind of movies that she's into, so I know all you guys out there are gonna be like, oh, she's playing this character from this thing. I watch sports and wrestling, so I don't know. Somebody tweet at me and tell me who she's supposed to be right now from some comic book. But anyway, I do like Leva. I think she brings a lot to the table. So we'll see what Leva can do here at Victory Road 2017 Knockouts Edition. I love it already. Leva's excited. I wonder who she's going to have
Leva
to go
Bates, everybody. Well, Leva, you have actually, you always a ball of energy. We know that. But I have to ask you this. You have been here before. You have competed on this stage before. And every time you bring something different to the table and you're waving a bear at me. What are we going to see tonight from Leva Bates?
Well, I'm a cartoon that likes to kick. I'm a bona fide geek that loves video games, anime, and everything pop culture. So, that was really high pitched. I like a lot of candy and energy drinks, if you haven't noticed. But I decided to bring a little bit more fun and cartoon to the Impact Zone.
Well, that's awesome. Are you ready to learn who your opponent will be?
I'm absolutely ready. I'm really, really excited. Who's it gonna be?
All right, we are about to find out who will come down that aisle to face Leva Bates. Let's find out. Who will your opponent be tonight?
Well, this is quite the interesting opponent for Leva Bates. It's Allie, quite the character in her own right, and Leva's waving to her like they're friends. So these two are now they're not friends. They're going to be competing against each other in a match.
Wow. All right. Leva Bates going to be facing Allie tonight. Best of luck to you. We will see you later on inside the 6-sided ring. 2 down. Here we go. Let's find out who is coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the six-sided ring, Amanda Carolina Rodriguez, ACR.
I like initials. ACR, Amanda Carolina Rodriguez. From what I understand, she lives in the Carolinas right now, but she's Peruvian. She's from Peru, so that makes her, well, she's confident. She's got the red, very sparkly red. Carries herself, I think confident is the best word to describe what we're seeing here from Amanda Carolina Rodriguez. Cannot wait to find out who her opponent is.
ACR, that's what we're gonna call you, acronym, right?
First of all, JB, I have heard so much about you. You obviously have a lot of confidence. So what do we expect to see from you tonight?
You're gonna see me, you're just gonna see me dominate. I came into the wrestling business for the glory.
You may shine it tonight. It may not come easy because tonight you are going to be facing our newest member of the TNA Knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your opponent tonight.
Good luck, Amanda Carolina Rodriguez.
Representing the Latin American Exchange, Diamante.
The LAX have returned to Impact Wrestling. They're taking the tag team division by storm, and Diamante has put all of the knockouts on notice. This girl means business, and she is going to bring the fight to ACR.
JB, I am so excited to see who's next. Who's up?
Well, certainly there are a number of competitors who are stepping foot into this six-sided ring for the very first time. Let's meet our next. She comes to us from New York. Please welcome MJ!
MJ Jenkins. She's from New York, like JB just told you. I don't know what borough she's from, but here she is, an opportunity to perhaps become a future knockout in Impact Wrestling. Got a lot of energy, and from what I understand, has quite the offensive move set. Does MJ Jenkins. I wonder what MJ stands for. We got MJ, we got ACR, we got JB, JM.
Everyone, I just have to tell the story of how I met this girl. I saw her at another show. Her energy, her excitement. I mean, look at her. I was so impressed. So MJ, you got to tell the story of how you got yourself down here.
Well, let me tell you something. Miss MJ Jenkins took a 22-hour bus ride just to be here at Impact Wrestling.
Talk about dedication right there. I love that.
You know, it's one of those stories that you hear about when they become a big star. Remember the day I decided to take a 22-hour bus to come get an opportunity of a lifetime, and that's what you did. Hats off to you. Ladies and gentlemen, MJ Jenkins. Now, here's the interesting news. MJ, we are about to find out who your opponent is tonight. So, without further ado, tonight, facing MJ Jenkins in the six-sided ring will be...
Well, the look on MJ's face tells the whole story. Good luck. The luck of the draw, not so much for MJ Jenkins. She's trying to talk herself up, trying to talk herself into this. I just don't know if MJ Jenkins has any chance whatsoever against the Demon Assassin, the Temptress from Decay, Rosemary.
Wow. If I had to face Rosemary, I'd be on a 22-hour bus ride anywhere else but here. Good luck to you tonight, MJ Jenkins. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, well, this is a knockout that is no stranger to us, but technically she's not yet a knockout. Why? Well, we've seen her here at Impact Wrestling before, but we haven't seen her compete. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alicia.
Some of you may be familiar with Alicia Edwards. She is the wife of former world champion Eddie Edwards. I do an incredible Alicia Edwards impersonation. I do it at my house all the time. For my wife, she finds it hilarious. I'm not gonna do it here. She has a very thick Boston accent, as her and Eddie Edwards are big Red Sox and Patriots fans, living up there in Massachusetts. Good luck to Alicia tonight.
Alicia, you may be small. She is a very small girl, but I have to tell you, she is one of the toughest girls I know. Do you agree, JB?
Well, we've seen a little bit of toughness from you already, courtesy of Angelina Love. However, this is a different opportunity for you. You have competed before, but this is a chance of a lifetime to compete here in Impact Wrestling.
Well, that's right. And I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. And where I'm from, we get down and dirty. Okay, Miss Thing?
All right. Well, certainly we could classify her as a bit of firecracker, I do believe, but we're going to find out who you're going to be facing tonight here inside the six-sided ring. So, Alicia, feast your eyes on the stage, because here comes your opponent.
Former Knockouts champion. She's classy.
Alicia, tonight you will go one-on-one with Sienna.
This is going to be a very difficult
Best of luck to you.
Opportunity for Alicia Edwards, but it's an opportunity nonetheless against Sienna.
With the Knockouts pay-per-view, an opportunity, of course, of a lifetime for many of these knockouts who have never before stood inside this six-sided ring. However, Gail Kim kind of had a good idea. Got to credit her for this one. We also have 2 wild cards. And these wild cards have competed here before, have been TNA knockouts, and are looking to come back for a few reasons. Our first, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Impact Wrestling, Santana Garrett.
I had an opportunity to spend some time in Mexico with Santana Garrett. I'm a fan of Santana Garrett. I think she's an incredible athlete. We'll see what she can do here. Remember, the winners of the one-on-one matches will go on to the main event, the 8 women tag team matchup, and I can tell everybody that Impact Wrestling officials are standing by, and they may, in fact, sign one of these potential knockouts to a contract here tonight.
Santana, it's been a while since you've been here, so tell everyone what you've been up to.
Okay, so it has been a while since I've been here, and I gotta say, I'm so excited to be back. You know, I left here and I traveled the world. I had the opportunity to live out my dreams, and I gotta say, they say timing is everything. And I truly believe that right here, right now, it is my time to shine, and that's exactly what I plan on doing today.
All right, wow. We're gonna see how you do. Timing is everything. Will timing help you in this instance? Because we're about to find out. It's time to find out who your opponent's gonna be. Are you ready? Santana Garrett tonight in this six-sided ring. Here is your opponent.
I'm sitting here bobbing my head. I forgot that I was supposed to talk. It's a great song that Brandi Rhodes has, and she will face Santana Garrett's. Circle that match.
Brandi Rhodes of the TNA Knockouts tonight versus Santana Garrett in this ring. Get ready. We are down to our final wild card. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome out a woman who competed here in the Knockouts division. She also happens to be a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And of course, she has traveled the world competing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Impact Wrestling, Rebel.
So Rebel is a former knockout. She's been competing all over the world during her, call it a hiatus from Impact Wrestling, but she's back looking better than ever. And we'll see what Rebel can do here as she's got a different kind of attitude. No longer a part of the menagerie. I was obsessed with the menagerie. Circus folk, they lost everything, they became wrestlers. But Rebel, she's an Oklahoma girl at heart. And she's showing her roots to all the fans here in the Impact Zone. Who's her opponent gonna be?
Wow, girl, I have to say, Rebel, you got some sass. And I have to tell you, you look amazing. So tell everyone where you've been and what you've been doing.
Girl, one thing I gotta tell you is that you're calling me a wild card, right? Yes. Well, you got that damn right. Mm-hmm. I am wild, and nobody owns me. I do what I want. And when I do what I want, best believe I'm gonna bring that country class, that southern sass. And best believe I'm gonna be kicking some ass.
Oh, all right. Well, Rebel, we are about to learn who your opponent is, and you talk about country sass. Well, I'm not quite sure it applies to this lady, but let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your opponent tonight.
Oh! I'm not sure if these guys should be opponents or tag team partners. Very similar, but they all are gonna go one-on-one tonight.
All right, Rebel, you versus ODB tonight. Now, we have 7 matches out here, of course, as we saw at the very top of the program. Laurel Van Ness attacked Rachel Ellering backstage, putting that match in jeopardy tonight. We will update you on the latest of her condition. So with that, to our knockout prospects, to our TNA knockouts, best of luck, ladies. And tonight, it's one night only featuring the TNA knockouts.
This is going to be a thrilling show. Who's gonna win? Will somebody earn a contract here in Impact? Plenty more to come. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Welcome everyone to One Night Only Knockouts 2017. It's going to be a great night with many amazing matches. Starting off the night is Angelina Love versus Casey Quinn. Joining me now is the one and only controversial Angelina Love. Now, Angelina, many people believe that you're solely here for Davey Richards. But what's your true motives?
Well, of course I'm here for Davey Richards. He's my husband. And in case you didn't notice, my husband got betrayed by his brother.
Did he? Did he though?
Yeah, have you not been watching?
But did he get betrayed?
Yes, he did get betrayed, Mackenzie.
I don't know about that.
Quiet. He was not there when my husband was injured, defending the Wolves tag team titles. He was not there to check on him. He didn't care because it was all about Eddie. Got it? So yes, I am here because we are a team, and I have my husband's back, and he has mine. And I assume you do not have an issue. I didn't think so. Now, on to my match tonight with Casey Quinn. Trained by Jane Lethal, many people do not know. I also very briefly helped train her before my husband and I moved away. So, I know her. I know her weaknesses. I know her very few strengths. I know what she can and cannot do. And I'm pretty sure that all she needs to do is beware and be very, very afraid.
Our opening contest for one night only is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Casey Quinn.
That's Rockstar Spud, folks. He is our ring announcer for one night only. Knockouts Victory Road 2017. Jeremy has joined me at ringside. Let's just try to keep it civil, okay?
Wouldn't have it any other way, Josh. Trust me. Here she is, Casey Quinn, about to celebrate her 21st birthday and can also lay claim to be trained by the great Jay Lethal, my good friend. Revelations. Jay Lethal puts his stamp of approval on Casey Quinn. We're going to see how she competes here in the six-sided ring. A very tough opponent. And I dare say the veteran of the Knockouts division. The lady who's coming up. And her opponent, accompanied by the lone wolf, Davey Richards, Angelina Love.
JB, of all the matches that we have here at one night only, which one do you think is going to be the hardest match for the potential knockout to win? And which match do you think is going to be the most competitive?
Well, I think we're kicking one off right here with a difficult matchup for Casey Quinn and her opponent, Angelina Love. And not to mention the fact he's got it. It's not his shade, I'll be honest. Davey Richards with some lipstick applied, courtesy of his lovely wife, Angelina Love.
Yeah, something happens when they kiss. Like, I don't know if it's like biting or a blood. It's so weird.
No, I didn't want to go there.
No, it's strange. It's very strange.
These two, certainly unique in their relationship.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, there we go. That look about says it all, I think, doesn't it?
And if you're Casey Quinn, you got to be wondering, how am I going to combat Angelina Love and the fact that Davey's out here ringside? The lone wolf, as he calls himself.
I would almost call that like the million-mile stare from Davey Richards. You don't know what's going on inside that head. It's scary. And somehow it translates just the same to Angelina Love, and you gotta wonder what Casey Quinn is sitting there staring at. What is she thinking right now, knowing that she's in the ring with one of the most highly acclaimed knockouts in company history in Angelina Love? Yeah, tough matchup.
Angelina and Gail Kim tied for the most ever knockouts. Title reigns at 6, but if I'm Casey Quinn, I know that I have an opportunity. I know that Impact officials are standing by. I know that maybe they have a contract. You got to be positive thinking and not thinking about Davey Richards. That's up to Brian Hebner, the referee, to keep Davey Richards at bay.
All right, come on, you two, please. Let's. All right.
Does she know she's in a match?
I don't think she cares.
One of the strangest relationships in history.
There we go.
Schoolgirl, Casey Quinn's got her, and Angelina pops free at 2. First match here at One Night Only Knockouts Victory Road 2017 as Casey looks for a backslide and almost had her.
Right off the bat, going for the pin. Smart decision, trying to catch her off guard, but...
Roll through here, another pinning opportunity and a kick out at 2. Ooh.
She's going to find out the hard way. It's going to take more than that to beat Angelina Love. Vicious. Ruthless.
Yeah, Angelina Love is a different kind of competitor. She spent some time away from the ring in 2016, but she wants her crown back, so to speak. And now it's Angelina. I thought she was going to go for a cover, but instead she's going to try to choke the life out of young Casey Quinn. Not even 21 years old, huh?
Well, certainly after you take a look at her Her career growing up, obviously a beautiful lady. She's modeled for many years and also now trying inside the six-sided ring. Still obviously very young and very inexperienced when you take a look at the amazing career of Angelina Love, a world traveler.
Cover, hooks both legs and a kick out.
And when you have that kind of experience, you're comfortable inside that ring. I dare say, especially on a stage this size, for young Casey Quinn, this is going to be a very difficult battle, but all right, enough already.
So was she a runway model, a magazine? What kind of model?
Photographs, yes.
Wow.
Glamour mag, you know what I'm talking about?
I should have been a model.
Yeah. Well, you're certainly a model employee, Josh. We know that.
Look at Angelina here going after Casey Quinn. Is this a pin? Okay, why not? A kick out at 2.
I got some hot news from backstage.
Already with the hot news?
Scoops aplenty coming your way.
What do you got?
There are contracts.
More than one?
There are more than one, but I do know. I have been told by Impact Wrestling officials, contracts are ready. And if they feel the need at any time tonight, if they see the opportunity, an Impact Wrestling official could come out at any time and offer a contract. These non-contracted wrestlers, we call them the prospects. Casey Quinn, great example. Somebody looking to get a spot on the Impact Wrestling roster.
And Angelina Love is staying away from Casey Quinn. You know, JB, I asked you about competitive matchups. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing not only Rebel and ODB, but how about Santana Garrett and Brandi Rhodes?
Certainly two fantastic wrestlers, and what we've seen before in brawls from ODB, expect nothing less. I'm also looking forward to seeing some of the new faces, some of the new ones we're going to see of the Knockouts division. I mean, Diamante, brand new, fresh on the scene. Talk about Rosemary and all the different things we've seen out of her. Very dangerous.
The action on the outside now between Angelina Love and Casey Quinn. JB told you she's trained by Jay Lethal. Very athletic looking. This is where
It's just not necessary.
He's standing up for his wife. I get it.
He doesn't need to stand up for his wife. I mean, I think Brian Hebner has a decision.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Right out of nowhere.
Credit the assist to Davey Richards. Running interference there for his wife, Angelina Love.
Sneak attack Jones, full-on clothesline out of nowhere from Angelina Love. Wow. Wonder if Casey Quinn even knows where she is right now.
Well, Davey Richards and Angelina Love know where they are. They're in control. And again.
I mean, imagine being knocked silly like Casey Quinn was and then coming to and looking up and seeing that.
No, thank you. Not a way I'd want to spend any night of the week, as Angelina Love is in control right now. And Casey, to her credit, trying to get back into this thing. Ooh.
Wow, showing some toughness. Casey Quinn hanging in there.
Angelina Love, as I mentioned before, 6-time Knockouts champion, along with Gail Kim, who's in the Hall of Fame. Ooh!
I think greatest Knockouts champion of all time, Gail Kim, undisputed in terms of her, well, her effect not only in the Knockouts division, but I think her effect has been felt across the industry.
Oh, nice slam there by Angelina Love. Hooks the leg and a kick out. Totally agree with you, JB. What Gail's done for the Knockouts roster and for women's wrestling is revolutionary, and really it all got started here in the 6-sided ring with the Knockouts. The revolution was happening years before anyone was talking about women's wrestling and changes.
You talk about a pioneer and you talk about blazing a trail. We're gonna find out today who's gonna be that next knockout to step up and blaze the same kind of trail.
Ooh.
Gail Kim did years ago in putting the Knockouts division on the map, and who's going to take it now to the next level?
Cover and a kick out by Casey Quinn. Casey wants to win and get into the main event, the 8-women tag team matchup, because it's another opportunity for Casey to get looked at by the officials here in Impact Wrestling. And they're looking to sign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows?
Well, I'll tell you what, and I can tell you what they're looking for. You know when you're going to put a prospect who's in the 6-sided ring for the first time up against a knockout, they're at an obvious disadvantage. Unfamiliar location, out of of their comfort zone, in there with an experienced knockout, already on the roster, already with many of them years of experience. It's an uphill battle, but I dare say those Impact Wrestling officials, just the same, maybe looking at any one of these prospects and thinking more potential than anything else.
Yeah, and it's also a tough test for the knockouts because, you know, they're protecting their turf, so to speak. They're protecting their territory. And if they lose to a newbie, if they lose to somebody who's trying to get a job here, and like you said, all of the, you know, they're in the ring, they don't really know their way around it, and if they lose, that's it's embarrassing.
Would you look at that? Oh, wow. No, thank you. Angelina Love just smacking her right upside the head.
Shoulders,
These are
kick out.
I mean, since Davey Richards has come back, let's make no mistake about it, Angelina Love has turned into a completely different, vicious contender to deal with.
I'm not going to even attempt to nice move there by Angelina. She floats over into the cover and a kick out. I don't understand Davey Richards. I try not to, you know, be around Davey Richards. Not that he's, you know, putting himself out there to hang out with anybody.
He's one of those guys who, after something terrible happens, people would say, well, he was a quiet man. Not a lot to read on that face, and that's scary.
Yeah, yes, agreed 100%. And Angelina Love is in complete control of Casey Quinn. I mean, really, this has been a little bit of flurry here and there from Casey Quinn, but it's been all Angelina Love.
Well, I mean, hats off for Casey Quinn for sticking with her so far and being competitive in this matchup. Crowd solidly behind Casey Quinn, who now lives in Florida, has relocated from her home, Buffalo, New York. All for an opportunity, all to train amongst the best, and all to be in there with some tough competition, which she's finding out firsthand tonight what this is all about.
And Casey Quinn now trying to stay one step ahead of Angelina Love. Angelina counters. Says not so fast. Casey ducks the clothesline. Back and forth they go. Nice swinging neck breaker by Casey Quinn. She's got to go for the cover.
Just took so much out of her. And it's that momentum you need on your side to carry through, build it up, and keep it going. Right now, she just basically pulled up to the stop sign and is getting a breather.
Space and opportunity for Casey Quinn, but Angelina Love has Davey Richards shouting instructions and words of encouragement. How many forearms has Casey Quinn taken from Angelina Love in this match?
She's dished out a few of her own as well.
Nice clothesline. Casey Quinn starting to build some steam here. Build some momentum. Perhaps Angelina Love took too much time. Again, hooks both legs and another kick out. Davey's halfway into the ring.
The referee needs to throw him out of here. This is ridiculous.
And Casey Quinn, nice neck breaker there. Innovative offense. Hooks the leg. Angelina Love is down in a near fall.
And nearly getting the pin. What a victory that would have been for Casey Quinn over Angelina Love. She still needs to capitalize on this. Has the momentum on her side.
And now Casey Quinn, we've already seen a great neck breaker, and now, that again, just a different sort of offense from Casey Quinn, and nearly had her again.
Quickness, snapped the neck of Angelina Love, and already Davey Richards back in there. There you go. Take care of it yourself.
Don't go to sleep on Casey Quinn, but Angelina Love right there with another forearm. Angel now into the cover. And that's just one too many forearms.
Your winner of the match, Angelina Love. Well, that was a knockout blow, no question about it. Sending Casey Quinn into next week. But I'd say she got a shot in on Davey Richards, a well-deserved shot in.
But Angelina Love victorious. She will move on now to the main event, the 8 Knockouts tag team matchup. Do you think, JB, that Casey Quinn showed enough to perhaps, she's not gonna have another match tonight, but we can talk about anything other than what we're seeing on our screen.
Please. Wow. I'll tell you what, Casey Quinn impressed. You talk about potential. That's the factor here. I dare say, Casey Quinn, a lot of potential. Very young, inexperienced, and maybe a little more time underneath her belt in the ring. This could be a whole different situation, a whole different. Wait a minute, come on. Enough already.
Yeah, these two are something else. We got anything? We got a replay?
Can we
got
put something on? Can we play a clip of the best of Brian Hebner's quotes? Something?
I'm getting word that we're going to have some replays here momentarily.
A little late in the truck on that, guys. But
yeah, begging you, Keith. Here we go. This is action from earlier in the match. Angel was really in control, but Casey Quinn found flurries, but Davey Richards got involved throughout this whole match.
It was that moment that turned the tide, but Casey Quinn fought back. Later on in the matchup, delivering a neck breaker, and it was that distraction. Ooh, and that right forearm that sent Casey Quinn into next week.
So Angelina Love is victorious. Angelina Love moves on to our main event. Standing by with more, I believe Allie is backstage.
What a way to start the night with a victory by Angelina Love over Casey Quinn. Joining me now, my guest at this time is Allie, who will face Leva Bates next. How are you feeling?
Hi, Mackenzie.
Hi, Allie.
I'm feeling really excited.
Yes?
Yes, I'm wrestling Leva Bates, and I've heard that Leva's really good, and she has all these different outfits, and she has pigtails, and she has a teddy bear.
Allie, you've been a manager, an assistant, and now a wrestler. Is this your chance to prove yourself?
You know, Mackenzie, I feel like this is a really big opportunity for me to show everybody what I can do.
Cool. We all have to ask, how's Braxton?
Braxton's here, he's backstage, and he's supporting me tonight.
So he'll be watching?
Yeah, he'll be watching.
Well, best of luck to you, Allie. You'll do great.
Thank you so much, Mackenzie.
Oh, a lot more than I expected, but best of luck.
Alrighty.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Leva Bates.
You know, JB, when you were in the ring earlier with potential knockouts, I was talking about how much I like Leva Bates and different sort of characters. And you know who this character is that she is here?
No.
You don't?
Go ahead.
No, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I'm not. I explained.
I think some things. Somebody on Twitter just explain it to Josh. We'll get through this together, everybody. Listen, Leva Bates comes out every time out something different, something new, something fresh, something exciting, something topical. This girl stays on the curve of pop culture.
And introducing her opponent, Allie.
Well, Allie is, I call her Judy Hopps from Zootopia.
Okay.
You ever seen Zootopia?
I have. That's just a...
Why have you seen Zootopia?
I mean, you know, I like a lot of movies.
It's great. It's great. But she reminds me of Judy Hopps. She's always happy. She's always bopping around. Her and her boyfriend, Braxton, annoy me, though, to no end.
Why? Because they're happy?
Well, that, you know, Allie is a homewrecker. She ruined...
What?
She ruined the life of Laurel Van Ness.
So you're telling me you're going to sit here as a married man, you're going to sit here and tell me that Braxton Sutter would have been better off marrying Laurel Van Ness than ending up with what is his true love, and that is this lovely lady in Allie.
Well, he didn't have to leave Laurel on their wedding night at the altar. I mean, pull her aside.
You call her a homewrecker. There was no home to wreck. The home was already wrecked.
Laurel was going to have a 10,000 square foot home built for her and Braxton.
Well, there is something to be said about having a rich dad.
Yeah. But here we are at Knockouts Victory Road 2017, and Leva wants to compete with a, what is that?
Oh, right over the top, and Brian Stifler, like a Harlem Globetrotters spot.
Do they know that they're going to compete against each other?
Well, I think the referee wants to take Leva's toy out of the ring, and
there's no foreign objects.
Would you consider that a foreign object?
Yes.
How?
Who knows what's inside that stuffed
animal?
animal?
The referee, it is his job to check, but I think in this case, come on, Stifler. It's a stuffed animal.
Well, I'm with Stifler. I like rules. Rules need to be in place.
Rules are meant to be broken.
If I'm Stifler, he can throw everyone out of here. He can throw you out of here, throw me out of here.
Where'd it go?
Stifler's an idiot.
Give me the bear.
We do this to Stifler after the shows, too, with food.
Give him the bear. Give him the bear.
Give me the bear.
Enough is enough.
Through the legs.
Did you see that one coming?
Yep.
Leva, give me the bear now.
I never want to disrespect referee's word and his authority, but this is the seriousness in which Brian Stifler is addressing this situation. He just wants to have a fair match. Is that
Hey,
what
what
you're
if it was a steel chair? Or what if it was like a...
But it's not a steel chair.
But you don't know what's in there.
What's in what?
Inside the stuffed animal. She could have breast...
Stuffing, exactly what you just said,
She
stuffing.
could have breast knuckles. She could have a roll of quarters.
All right, let's have a matchup. Let's see what happens. I highly doubt. I know Leva Bates very well. She has never once stuck a foreign object in a bear.
I find some crazy things, JB,
Yes.
in stuffed animals in my house. I'm just saying.
All right.
And they hugged.
I'm not entirely surprised by that. Now let's all make up Brian Stifler. Yes.
They have to have a match. Why aren't they wrestling?
All right.
Okay. Well, everyone's friends.
Everyone's friends. I mean, after this, Brian Stifler should just sign his check back to the company. He got a nice hug from Allie and Leva Bates.
Yeah, well, Stifler robs from the company every 2 weeks when his check comes in the mail. Who do you think, did you think this was going to be the strangest match, or that first one that we
Well,
saw?
so it started off this way so far. I mean, but as far as styles go, this is going to be very interesting.
What is the style of Leva?
Unpredictable.
Okay.
But also very well schooled. The basics, that's the one thing you can say about Leva Bates. She can adopt or adapt to any style inside the six-sided ring. She's got that with Allie, who I dare say is a little bit unconventional.
Yeah, and you know that Allie is trained, of course, by Braxton Sutter, so she has his style because he was secretly training her when he was supposed to be dating and building a relationship with Laurel. Schoolgirl, shoulders down and a kick out.
Gonna be interesting to see if these two...
You're really good. Thank you.
I mean, really?
Wow.
Josh, why don't we have that kind of relationship?
Well, you know, I was going to say, most of my commentary partners always write me little notes about how great I am when we're calling shows together.
They do?
Yeah, every one of them.
Which one did that?
The Pope does it every week. My former broadcast colleague, the angriest man in the world, Taz.
Yeah.
He used to tell me all the time how great I am.
So you're saying, like JR, you would write your notes of affirmation mid-show?
Yeah, he actually would.
I don't believe that.
It was part of my job to actually get JR ready for big shows. We would get together in Connecticut. And
your job to get him ready?
Yeah, we would call matches together.
All right.
I'd get his voice warmed up.
Get him coffee.
Oh, nice clothesline there by Allie. I like the pink. She looks like an Easter egg. What? Cover and a kick. Allie is dressed. I was trying to figure out. She's dressed like an Easter egg.
I don't see the resemblance, honestly.
When you paint an Easter egg, have you ever painted Easter eggs?
Yes.
So that's how I would paint my Easter eggs.
A pastel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm not knocking it. I think she looks good. Easter-like.
A little bit of mutual respect here being shown by Leva Bates and Allie.
You should show me some mutual respect.
Don't hold your breath, man. Oh, look at that.
Oh, noogie.
What we call a nuggie. That's just a little playful thing. I mean, but the thing is, are these two going to really maintain this, oh, you're good, I'm good, oh, you're good, I'm good type of mentality in this? Or is it things going to break down and get a little more vicious?
And Leva, look at that. Allie flies through, and nice deep arm drag. Shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat there. Side headlock here. This is Steamboat Savage-esque. And Allie now trying to throw Leva into the ropes. And Leva with a flying shoulder tackle. What a match. Look at this, JB, this back and forth exchange.
Well, they're keeping it friendly. So far, I don't see any of that. It's perfectly legal, scientific cover.
Yep.
Into a
oh, wow, that was
and a
nice.
crossface.
Nice move there by Leva. She didn't get the pin that she wanted, so she's looking for a crossface here on Allie, who is not submitted. It's a tough predicament for Allie because you want to try to get to the ropes. The best thing to do in this situation, roll inside, is easier said than done.
And you can bet Leva Bates.
Hang on. Shoulders down and a kick out at 2.
Leva Bates wants an opportunity to be a knockout just like Allie does, and I think the time for fun and games is over.
Yeah, I think Leva may have just won this match, and Allie says not so fast. This has been now that they're getting going here, this is a very competitive matchup. Coming up next, we're gonna see Amanda Carolina Rodriguez versus Diamante. That'll be interesting. MJ Jenkins versus Rosemary, then Alicia Edwards versus Sienna, Santana Garrett and Brandi Rhodes, Rebel and ODB, and then of course our main event. And JB, have you gotten word? I know you always get these scoop. Have you got anything on Rachel Ellering?
Nothing new on Rachel Ellering. They are working right now. She's being tended to. And look, if you start out the night with that, oh wow!
Hey, come on,
I think the viciousness has been turned up a notch by Leva Bates. But if you start your night as a guest here, trying to compete to be a part of the knockouts division, and that is your welcome wagon, Laurel Van Ness.
Oh, what a spear by Leva! Cover, hooks the leg, and Allie kicks out again.
To me, the only reason behind that was Laurel Van Ness was sending a message to not only her fellow knockouts, but the prospects as well. Do not mess with me. And she's capable of really anything. We've seen that. I dare say Laurel Van Ness right now the most dangerous knockout we have, just because of her unpredictability.
It's Braxton Sutter and Allie's fault.
Little unstable. She's been through a lot. Capable of anything.
You should try to console her.
I tend to not go towards women that have just been left at the altar. Usually it's my thing.
There should be an app for that. Again, another
There should not be an app for that, actually. Terrible idea.
Allie has made it to the bottom rope. Leva finally breaks the hold.
Great move by presence of mind, ring awareness. By Allie to reach an end point to that submission maneuver, and now Leva Bates relentless.
Cover, 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 and a kick out. This has been a great battle. I mean, honestly, when you look at it, you might not know who's the potential knockout and who's the knockout. I think Leva's at that level. I think she's that good.
Oh, she is that good. And the question is, will the opportunity arise tonight for Leva Bates or any of these prospects to become, oh, wow, right in the mug.
Go for the cover, go for the cover. Try to win this match, Leva Bates, and a kick out at 2.
And as we saw in our last matchup with Angelina Love, it just takes one good shot to connect, to change the matchup, and may result in a victory. We may have just seen a momentum changer right there with that kick from Leva Bates.
Allie may be out on her feet here momentarily, and Leva realizing that. And always, you don't have to pick your opponent up. You got him down, go after him, and see if you can get a tap-out victory.
This may be it. She is in a bad spot. Center of the six-sided ring. All of Leva Bates weight down on her.
I think Allie's gonna tap.
I think she may.
Or pass out from the pain. Allie rolls over, shoulders down, and a kick out.
Again, great presence of mind.
Ooh. Allie trying to get back into this, and nice offense by Allie, and now she's got a not nice. Okay.
Wow.
This is a
how do you get out of this?
Submission maneuver here, like a trying to figure out how to call this move. It definitely is going to affect the shoulders.
So that's a reverse pretzel armbar.
I wanted to start to call it almost like a Rings of Saturn, but that's not it at all. But she had both arms hooked. I like that move from Allie.
And now seeing some momentum. Allie certainly looking like Things are looking up. Better than they were a few moments ago, that's for sure.
And nice suplex there by Allie, and they love her in the impact zone.
Boy, they certainly do. I dare say one of the most popular wrestlers of 2016. Not even a wrestler, a member of the Impact roster.
Yeah. And there's the bear. There's the bear.
Oh, come on.
Stunner from Leva Bates.
Well, now, I almost have to apologize for Stifler.
The bear's got to be ejected.
The bear played a part in Leva Bates turning around this matchup.
Here comes Leva. And Allie gets out of harm's way. Leva lands on her feet. Ooh.
Wow. What is she doing? Leva Bates in the corner. Oh, wow, that'll break the back of your neck. Or the front, I guess. It doesn't really matter where it is. It'll just break your neck.
Yeah. And Allie, she's in the ring. Is she going to try to win this by count out? And the fans they're behind Leva. It's different for Allie.
Both fan favorites in the area, as certainly we've seen both compete on Impact, on previous one-night-only pay-per-view events. And wait a minute now,
what the hell is she doing?
That's Sienna.
Sienna from behind knocks out Allie, schoolgirl by Leva Bates, and Leva steals a win.
Your winner of the match, Leva Bates.
Wow. Not really sure why Sienna came out here to go after Allie. Well, I mean, I know why. They don't like her.
They don't like her at all. But I'll tell you what, Sienna makes a statement. Allie out of the 8-person tag at the end of the night, and Leva Bates is in. And look at Leva Bates looking almost sympathetic to Allie, and I'm not so sure that's entirely legit.
I don't know if Leva saw Sienna come out here either.
Backstage here at One Night Only, it's been a great night so far, but so much more to come. Joining me now is Diamante, who will face ACR tonight. You think you have what it takes to be a knockout?
¿Pero qué tú crees? ¿Ah? Dime, háblame, dale, habla. ¿Qué tú crees? Of course I have what it takes. What do you think, huh? I am born and bred from Miami. They only breed winners.
Yo, chill out. She's just trying to do her job, asking stupid questions for a stupid company. What do you want to know?
Do you think she has what it takes to...
Come on, man. What do you mean, do I think? She wouldn't be standing here if she didn't have what it takes. All right? This is LAX, 5150. All right? Hasta la muerte y después. You can stop a revolutionary, but you can't stop a revolution. Órale! Arriba la raza!
Monga.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Amanda Rodriguez.
Amanda Carolina Rodriguez. He spun how to be a ring announcer.
I have helped him a lot over the years, but this is one area where he's on his own.
Amanda Carolina Rodriguez. JB, I let everyone know earlier that she's Peruvian.
Yes. And Amanda Carolina Rodriguez, otherwise known as ACR, comes to the ring with a whole lot of confidence. And I'll tell you what, we do not know much about either one of these two competitors, but we're gonna find out a lot in due time in this matchup. First time meeting between these two. And first time we're gonna be seeing her opponent as well on a one-night-only pay-per-view event. She is ACR, Amanda Carolina Rodriguez.
Oh, I like what you did there.
ACR set to do battle this week. One night only.
And her opponent, accompanied to the ring by LAX, Diamante.
Homicide and Conan accompanying Diamante down to the ring here for this Knockouts matchup. Diamante on the Knockouts roster, and as JB alluded to, we don't know too much about her. She doesn't really get too close to anybody, does Diamante, and They hang out in the little LAX area, a little clubhouse that they have. I don't know, they probably don't call it a clubhouse. I do. I had a clubhouse when I was a kid.
Very different business transactions, I think, going on there between your clubhouse and what LAX is up to.
I was selling lemonade.
Well, I think we know that from what we can tell. LAX, with this newcomer to the Impact roster in Diamante, has turned up the violence a notch or two since their arrival. Competition, ruthless.
Who's your favorite member of LAX?
Well, I got to go with the Don himself, Conan. This guy has been a trailblazer in the industry everywhere he has gone. In some ways, he is looked upon as a leader. In similar ways, how you would say almost the Godfather in some ways.
You know the man, Conan, he forced me to be on his podcast? He literally forced me.
Yeah.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah, he didn't ask you. He just
no.
said, here's the number.
Yes.
Call in at this point.
And I did.
Yeah.
I did a 25-minute
you know why?
interview.
Because you don't want to know what happened if you didn't.
Yes, exactly. So
it's amazing what you can get done with intimidation.
Yeah. I try it all the time. It doesn't really work for me. So Carolina Rodriguez, I'm going to go with ACR. It's easier. And Diamante. And then how intimidating is it to look over and see Conan and Homicide on the outside?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I mean, we thought Davey Richards being out here was a little intimidating. Think again. Diamante now is, say, outsized by ACR. We're going to see if that strength is there in terms of a little taller. Looks to have a little bit more power behind her. But I dare say Diamante has the type of fire, the type of attitude that made her appealing to LAX, and that's usually not a good thing in terms of your opponent of Diamante.
What do you say? What do you say?
We'll see who will join now. Leva Bates and Angelina Love in the 8 knockouts main event, a tag team matchup that'll take place. Still no word on Rachel Ellering, but we've seen one potential knockout defeat one knockout already in Leva Bates over Allie with the assist from Sienna. And now we have Diamante and ACR going at it. I'm going to give the edge, JB, to the knockout Diamante in this one.
Well, you have to wonder, and I hope they don't get involved, obviously, but the intimidation factor of having Homicide and Conan out there ringside, making up two of the most dangerous factions, in Impact Wrestling history in LAX. The very fact those two are out there alone is intimidating. And look at this great arm work by Diamante on ACR, wrenching down on that arm.
And then you're going to see some hand manipulation here from Diamante. Ooh, finger.
Ow.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I don't think those red leather gloves are going to help ACR here, who's showing some athleticism of her own. Nice reversal there by ACR.
Takes down Diamante now. Third man in, referee Earl Hebner.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Doesn't take much in the way of, shenanigans. Not really up for it.
Earl's not going to stand for that stuff. And
all business.
He will get in the face of Conan or Homicide if they get involved in this match. It's just the kind of guy Earl is.
Well, Earl knows he's got the back of TNA Impact Management.
Let's go.
Oh! And they'll stand behind him whatever decision he makes, but very difficult predicament right now. ACR thrown to the ropes, and Diamante now, check this out.
Oh, here we go, nice monkey flip out of the turnbuckle there by Diamante, and a nice deep arm drag. Staying one step ahead of ACR here. Diamante certainly relying on her speed advantage and agility advantage over ACR. Referee Earl Hebner almost insulted Earl there, and now a head scissors by ACR, and she's got Diamante where she wants her. I don't know if you're going to get Diamante to tap out or submit here, but take the oxygen away, and you never know what's going to happen. That's why you go for potential submission maneuvers. Here we go. Another boot there by ACR. This has been quite the matchup.
Well, you have to wonder right now if Amanda Carolina Rodriguez isn't looking over at Conan and Homicide saying, maybe I should have been in LAX.
That'd be interesting.
When we take a look at the competition amongst the knockouts, this is going to throw a very interesting wrench into the toolbox of the knockouts because the very simple fact, the level of dangerous activity goes up anywhere you've got LAX around.
Cover and a kick out by Diamante. ACR took a little bit of time there. She went back into the turnbuckle and allowed Diamante to kick out. Now another submission maneuver here by ACR. She's trying to, it's like a full Nelson with her legs. Diamante is trapped and locked up. And this is the best way to try to counter here. You get her stacked up on her shoulders. If Diamante, if she could roll all the way back. But ACR is completely in control here. Control the head, control the body, JB.
Well, it's a great application of that submission maneuver. We're going to find out if, I mean, she really has a unique approach in there.
Nice counter by Diamante into a single leg Boston Crab. Real deep single leg here as Conan and Homicide look on from ringside.
You know, I've been fortunate enough or unfortunate enough to be assigned the duty of documenting some of the activities of the Latin American Exchange in this clubhouse, and I dare say I now know what it's like to probably work for a place like Vice or a place that goes into maybe some unsavory areas and exposes the true nature of what goes on. That's what that's like.
Right now, it's almost like Diamante can't escape her own vice that has become ACR, Amanda Carolina Rodriguez, the Peruvian, with the snap suplex there. And looking perhaps for another one. There we go. Perhaps 3 in a row.
And I'll tell you what, you can hear Conan and Homicide vocally just voicing their displeasure.
Now floats over to the cover and a kick out. Oh, the three amigos. Cover yet again and another kick out. Those 3 suplexes are symbolic. Oh!
And something, oh wow, look at these. Just ground and down, ground and pound.
Yes. That's some ground and pound right there from ACR and Diamante. I don't know how much more she can take.
Well, this is certainly an interesting situation for Diamante with Conan out there and Homicide, who will not. This is one man you don't want to mess with Homicide. The most dangerous, I dare say. We talk about Conan being the Don. Homicide, I think, is the most dangerous guy out there. Taking nothing away from Diamante, but if history is any indication, what he's done, well, raised the level of violence to new extremes.
I don't know why ACR decided to go over there and try to mess with the LAX. That's about the last thing you want to do. And
we talked about that confidence level, and you have to wonder if now she's feeling that after several minutes in the ring with Diamante.
Perhaps.
And tossing her around like a rag doll.
Here, Homicide. And, oh boy.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to do. Homicide knows there's nothing he can do, and she knows that as well.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Diamante firing back on all cylinders.
She's got her all the way to the other side of the 6-sided ring.
And now just taking her apart, but met with a knee.
Back and forth they go. Potential knockout Amanda Carolina Rodriguez and knockout Diamante competing here at Knockouts Victory Road 2017.
Homicide wants to get tagged in. I mean, please, come on. Maybe he's just saying you got to get to the ropes, pull yourself up, get it together.
Meanwhile, referee Earl Hebner's at a count of 6. If he gets to 10, we're going to have a draw. Neither of these, either potential knockout or knockout, will earn the victory.
Right out of the gate now, both to their feet. What a right hand. Answered with her own right of her own.
Forearm after forearm.
Quite an exchange here between ACR and Diamante.
Oh!
There. Boot to the side of the head. Both go down. Here comes a cover.
Diamante's in trouble, and ACR was that close to a victory. What a match. What a night.
So far, so good. I'll tell you what. We have some great matchups yet to come. Can't wait to see what's going to happen when Rosemary gets out here. Right now, a kick to the midsection. Diamante. Oh, wow.
Cover, shoulders down, and she got her.
Your winner of the match, Diamante!
So Diamante with the victory. Diamante will move on to the 8 Knockouts Tag Team main event here at One Night Only. Knockouts Victory Road. I like Diamante. I love the LAX. They never want to talk to me about it. You think ACR is going to get a contract, JB?
Anything is possible.
I know.
Diamante victorious.
Oh, lucky, lucky little MJ. Tonight has won a dance with a demon. Do you think you're up to the challenge, Tiger? Because we promise you, the death dealers are never alone. And everything in this world, one way or another, comes to decay. Decay. Decay!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, MJ Jenkins!
3 of the 8 have already advanced to the main events. Angelina Love, Leva Bates, and Diamante will all be competing in their 8 Knockouts main event tag team match tonight. So you have 1 potential knockout on that match card already with Leva Bates. So an opportunity for Leva to show off some more, but an opportunity right now for MJ Jenkins. It's going to be a tough out for MJ to go one-on-one with Rosemary, but you got to take your reps where you get them, JB, and MJ has an opportunity here against the diabolical Temptress.
And her opponent, accompanied to the ring by Decay, Rosemary!
Crazy Steve out there representing DK. Rosemary. What can be said about Rosemary that hasn't been said about many villains in horror movies of a female nature? This is a woman that is on a different level. This is a woman with a different mentality, a different approach.
Look at her.
This is not the girl you want to bring home to mom.
She's got Death Dealer written across her stomach. But she has that factor, that element, that mind game manipulation. Rosemary has that from the moment that the music of Decay starts. And when you see Rosemary and she comes out, this isn't somebody that you want to trifle with.
I wouldn't imagine so, no. Crazy Steve by her side. And I'll tell you what, we learned a little bit about her opponent, MJ Jenkins, earlier in the broadcast. What an inspirational story.
Do tell.
Well, without, take into account the level she went through to get here. Literally jumped on a bus and said, I don't care what it takes, I will get myself to this event, right?
Okay.
Shows up, impresses already. Out of the gate, everybody loves a good story of sacrifice.
She took a bus to get here?
She said, don't fly me, I'm taking a bus to get there. I'm going to get there any way I can.
My travel conversation goes a little bit differently than that.
Your travel conversation goes, if you put me in a middle seat, even if it is in first class, we got heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Not everybody has your charmed life, Josh.
I guess good for MJ Jenkins. I mean, we would have flown her here.
Listen, I'll tell you what, MJ Jenkins has a different approach. Very humble. She wants to work for every single thing she achieves. And let me ask you this.
Okay.
When people put out things on Facebook or, hey, someday I'm going to do this, someday I'm going to do this, and they never do it, right? That drives you nuts, right?
Uh-huh.
MJ Jenkins posted before this event took place a very interesting message on Facebook I'll tell you about in just a moment. Crazy Steve with the microphone.
Oh, MJ, is it? Oh my, are you not in an envious position tonight? It would appear that the age of shadow has fallen down around you, and standing before you is the demon assassin of the Knockouts division, Rosemary. Standing before you is the never-ending nightmare of Impact Wrestling, the Death Dealer's Decay. Now, out of the kindness of our hearts, we're going to give you a choice. You can either fight and fail, or you could join us. And together, we can spread our sickness like a plague. But keep in mind, every action has a reaction. The only difference between medicine and poison is the dosage. Will we be your medicine? Or will we be your poison?
Should I join you or should I not? Join me? You see, I don't need to sell my soul to any of you sick freaks. Yeah, you and her. And MJ Jenkins, honey, she rides solo. And she rides with all of these fans here. So you can take your dosage and shove it.
Owen Rosemary from behind to MJ Jenkins. Rosemary will look to make quick work. So, JB, if you were going to tell us a story about MJ Jenkins, now's probably the time.
Well, certainly saw an opportunity and knew that if you want to dream, you got to dream, you got to chase it, you got to work for it. And she came in, she tweeted, she posted this on her Facebook page as well. She said, I told myself last year I will be at the next Knockouts one night only pay-per-view event. She said, my goal became my plan, my plans became my actions. Think it, do it, achieve it. Hashtag make him back great. Congratulations. Now, the question is, she got herself here.
I don't like her.
You hate messages of inspiration.
Uh-huh. That's my personal opinion. It's okay. Go on. Were you going to say something else about it?
No, I'm just wondering if you have any compassion for the journey, you know, the road. That's the story.
Well, where'd you take a bus from?
New York.
From New York?
New York. Wait a minute. Look at this.
Ooh. Springboard back elbow there by MJ Jenkins. Well, she might have a little bit of bus lag. See, she didn't think about that, did she? She didn't think about having, being tired and could have flown here, been here in an hour.
Listen, if you go with this approach, I always think this endears yourself. You said, all right, if you don't think I belong here, you don't think I have this opportunity, let me show you how much I want it. Let me show you what I will do, the lengths I will go to, the distances I will drive to show up just for an opportunity.
Speaking of driving, I tweeted recently, did you know that one time during a blizzard, myself and some fellow announcers jumped in a car and drove 2 days from New York to Indianapolis. True story.
Meanwhile,
Rosemary took a trip all the way around the ring.
All the way around the ring.
And took it to MJ Jenkins. MJ in the blue and black. I like her ring gear. And Rosemary gets the assist from Crazy Steve. And you don't want to be on the outside of the ring with Rosemary.
Well, especially Crazy Steve on the outside there as well. This guy is certifiably maniacal. As is Rosemary.
And now Rosemary goes for a cover. Nope, doesn't go for a cover. Let me ask you this. All kidding aside, like, I think that's great that this girl took the bus and all that stuff. She gets in the ring and she finds out her opponent is Rosemary. Is there any sort of inspiration that you can draw from being in the ring with this lethal knockout?
If I found out, as I said earlier, my opponent was Rosemary and what I said in the ring, I would get in a bus and drive 22 hours the other way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There is no way anybody would want to be in the ring with Rosemary. And look at that, wow!
Move. Pair of drop kicks by MJ Jenkins and
what in the world? Like, was that out of Poltergeist?
That was something else. She's possessed, is Rosemary. This is our fourth contest. Rosemary goes for the cover, trying to put away MJ Jenkins. The field is getting completed for our 8 knockouts main event. We don't know anything about what the status of Rachel Ellering is, and no one has been offered a contract yet. I heard that there's some discussions going on backstage between Impact officials and Leva Bates, but they want to see how she does in the main event.
She'll have another opportunity to come on out, but we do know. There are blank contracts just sitting there waiting to be signed, waiting to be offered, waiting for opportunities to be given, and look at this. There's an opportunity to think about what you're really in there with when you see a move like this.
Like a reverse tarantula, it's illegal, but damage done to MJ Jenkins courtesy of Rosemary.
Well, you're essentially using the ropes as the foreign objects.
Yeah, you can't. You saw referee Brian Hembers right there counting, but Rosemary, she's smart. She knew she had 5 seconds.
Make her suffer! Make her suffer!
One of my favorite events of the year, JB. Knockouts, competing. This is Victory Road 2017. All knockouts, and look at MJ Jenkins with a springboard off the second, and a kick out by Rosemary.
You know, I always like giving you the hot dish, the hot news, the inside scoop, the scuttlebutt.
Yeah.
Well, Gail Kim, Hall of Fame, TNA knockout. Saw MJ Jenkins and said, you know what, I think I can open the doors for you.
That's how it all came about?
She said, yes, she just said, I don't want anything handed to me.
Wow. Did you see her competing at a show or something?
Absolutely. Gail and I attended a show in Florida not too long ago.
And MJ competed?
She certainly did.
Did she win?
She certainly did. But it's a different situation this time around.
Yep, buddy.
She is in the ring with a woman who knows what it's like to taste that championship gold, the Knockouts champion. She's been there before. Rosemary has had that championship.
You need to fight through this.
Listen to Crazy Steve barking orders and instructions at Rosemary.
Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs encouragement, but
we've seen a lot of cast of characters ringside. Davey Richards was out here earlier, and Sienna came down during the match with Leva and Allie, and on the LAX.
Well, I'll tell you what, everybody that's been at ringside tonight has been pretty dangerous.
Crazy Steve, maybe chief among them, and MJ misses wildly, but not with the backhand.
Ready to get the crowd fired up. Get the crowd on her side. Uses that for momentum, helps her get that adrenaline rush.
MJ lands on the apron. Ooh, big shot to midsection of Rosemary. And MJ looking to fly. Look at this. Oh, those ropes get slippery. Now MJ Jenkins going to try this again. There we go.
Great recovery. and stuck with her guns. Followed through. Didn't change her plan.
No, we've seen some matches so far, and those ropes, they get slick.
Well, they certainly do.
And MJ Jenkins, she's still confident. Wow!
Springboard from the top to the floor. And that is a very dangerous, high-impact move.
Yeah, and very wisely, MJ gets Rosemary back in the ring. She had some issues with her on the outside earlier. You want to keep Rosemary in the ring, away from the Sharks, away from the Shark. That is Crazy Steve out there, and everything that Rosemary can do.
Well, MJ's at the top right now. High-risk maneuver.
Whoa!
Wow! Went right over the top with a blockbuster in the cover.
Got her down, and a near fall there for MJ Jenkins on Rosemary. It would be a huge upset in my opinion. I think a lot of people's opinions if MJ Jenkins can win this match. Rosemary hanging on to referee Brian Hebner. Perhaps trying to bide some time here. And there's Crazy Steve.
Oh, come on. Ridiculous. Referee Brian Hebner distracted by Rosemary on the outside.
Oh!
Man, come on. Where did that come from?
Green mist to the eyes. And a victory for Rosemary.
Wow.
Your winner of the match, Rosemary.
Credit the assist to Crazy Steve with the yellow mist. That's the mist of transformation to the eyes of MJ Jenkins.
Well, make no mistake about it, Impact Wrestling officials have to look at this situation and go, okay, she was not victorious when I'm talking about MJ Jenkins, but she hung in there and took the fight. Look at this. Almost like she's rising from the dead.
Rosemary is something else. And this was that reverse tarantula in the rope she had to break. And just blockbuster there by MJ Jenkins, who kept fighting, but the yellow mist, you know, that'll blind you and got, you know, just a nasty situation and a victory for Rosemary.
Rosemary and Crazy Steve victorious in this matchup, and certainly now with Rosemary advancing to our main event, this matchup tonight. This main event shaping up to be a very competitive battle between the winners.
Certainly interesting night here at One Night Only. My guest now at this time, she's already made her entrance, is Sienna. Hi, Sienna.
Why am I here?
Tonight you're facing Alicia, but after tonight, do you want to be Knockouts champ for the second time? Is that your end goal?
Do I want to be Knockouts champ? No, McKenna. I don't want to be Knockouts champion. I would just like to stay at the bottom of the barrel with everyone else. Are you stupid? Who hired you? Just get out of my way. You're wasting my time. Go. Alexia, Lexus, Alicia. That's what she said, Alicia. That's my opponent tonight. I don't know what you know about me, sweetheart, but you gonna learn today. I hope you did your research. You are in for the classiest ride of your life.
Classic.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Alicia!
Told everyone earlier that Alicia Edwards is the wife of former world champion Eddie Edwards. She has been competing, training to compete to be a knockout, so now a tremendous opportunity here at One Night Only. So we'll see what Alicia Edwards can do here against Sienna. Remember, Sienna's a former Knockouts champion. So this is going to be a tough test for Alicia Edwards, but she's fiery. She's a competitor, and she's been trained and ready to go, and I'm sure that her husband, Eddie Edwards, has been preparing her and telling her what it's like to compete in the Impact Zone.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring, Sienna!
Sienna's a former Knockouts champion. Keep that in mind. She will look to overpower Alicia Edwards. When you look at these two just on paper, when you look at them when they get in the ring together, you're going to see that Sienna has an incredible size advantage and a power advantage over Alicia Edwards. But Doesn't mean Alicia Edwards doesn't have a chance. You got to stick and move in there with Sienna.
Al, the fans showing a little support there. Pinkies up for Sienna, who certainly changed the very face of the Knockouts division as we know it once Maria had an issue.
Nervous breakdown, huh?
I don't know that. I mean, it depends who you ask.
That's what Sienna says.
Do you believe every word she says?
I don't have any reason not to believe her.
All right. I'm not questioning it. I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying.
What do you think happened?
I have absolutely no idea what happened. I do know that she is in the ring with Alicia, a woman who has shown so much fight, so much fire, has not stood up, or has stood up rather, to the nonsense of Angelina Love in dealing with this situation between Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
Yeah, and again, it's standing up for her husband, it's standing up for her man, and I think that Alicia's done the right thing in that regard, and she's got, knocked around and beaten up by Angelina Love, but here she is at One Night Only, Knockouts Victory Road 2017. Alicia Edwards in the emerald green. I like her chances. I like her. I think she's spunky.
Well, don't forget, Impact officials standing by backstage. And they let me know ahead of time, be warned, we could come out at any moment.
They told me to.
Who told you?
I spoke to 3 or 4 different officials.
I don't like that to be true.
I don't trust her.
Well, name names.
Don't trust Sienna. DTS. She's not, JB, she's not going to end well.
Hand is extended, but Alicia knows better.
She should know better.
After dealing with Angelina Love, are you kidding me?
Well, Sienna says that she's classy. She's from Detroit. A lot of classy people from Detroit. She does have her pinky up.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's classy.
Are you sure? Okay. Oh.
There you go.
I stand corrected.
See?
Just when you think you know somebody. They do something and totally change their opinion.
Pinky's up.
Your opinion of them, yes.
My pinky's up right now.
Wait a minute, not so fast. Sienna goes right after Alicia.
Alicia Edwards, again, fiery, spunky, fired up. Looking to compete here, looking to make an impact.
I'll tell you what, I would not want to be Sienna in there with a woman who's not real happy with things right now. Alicia, in the way this started off.
No, and for the potential knockouts, JB, wow, nice press. It hasn't been, we've only got 1 potential knockout in the main event. Otherwise, it's a clean sweep for the knockouts thus far. Angelina's in, Diamante's in, Rosemary's in, and then Leva is the only potential knockout in the main event tonight. Big move.
Did you see the force that Alicia went into that corner turnbuckle face first? Courtesy of Sienna.
Torque. Went in there and just nice drop toe hold by Alicia Edwards. You like the ring gear of Alicia?
Well, I'll tell you what, she went straight in there. Yeah, too, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, one thing that we know.
Cover, and a kick out.
Make no mistake about it, the very fact that she has a great competitor like Eddie Edwards as her husband, you're around greatness continuously when it comes to your...
My wife feels the same way about me. I give her instructions all the time about how to compete inside the ring.
Things that are coming out of your mouth. And there's a lot of things that are absurd come out of your mouth. Wow, to the second rope now.
Sienna is trying to stop the offense of Alicia Edwards, and look at this. Whoa!
What? Come on!
Wow! Alicia Edwards might not get up.
I mean, referee might just want to call for the bell after that. A terrible landing, showing absolutely no regard. And you see Alicia's not even moving.
No, referee Brian Stiffer, has started his count. Alicia's just starting to stir. I don't know if she'll get back into this match. Sienna may win the count out.
There was a time in this great industry where that would have been an automatic disqualification.
You're taking too long.
Over the top rope.
I remember those days. Couldn't do it.
Now things quite differently. An approach with Sienna throwing complete disregard, showing no regard for Alicia or her ability to compete on an even playing field in this matchup, and right out of the gate, showing some viciousness.
Yeah, this is where Sienna's so dangerous. On the outside, where she can just unleash her power, and I thought that Alicia Edwards came in with a great game plan. She tried to stick and move and fly around the ring, but eventually she got caught and swatted down by Sienna. Sienna's already made an appearance here. She cost Allie a match against Leva Bates. That's why we have one potential knockout in the main event.
Well, one thing we've seen from the knockouts here this evening, they're bringing it.
Cover. That, you're not going to pin Alicia Edwards like that.
You gonna kick out at one?
You're gonna kick out at one? She's talking smack. She's going in full force. Putting the boots to Alicia. Now look at that, relentless. Wow.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. I'm the official.
Well, she says she's classy, JB.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, she, look at this. Look at this.
Can I tell you a story about this
This is how we do it.
this
where
maniac
I'm from.
in the ring
What
with
is it?
Alicia?
What's the story?
Well, I mean, she recently did something I thought was pretty noble, right? She competed in an event in Detroit.
Okay.
Wow, look at this. Just wrenching back on the neck. Come on, referee, break the move.
You should probably count faster. She's gonna die.
Listen, I'm gonna count faster than you.
Well said.
I would not want to be in the ring with Sienna. And a cover.
So Sienna does one of these runs for charity where she runs around the lake of Lake Michigan.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's in her, I think it's called an undie run. It's for charity.
Okay.
Right? And so I won't say that I did not donate, because I did donate, but it was pretty, I'm going to say it was a shakedown.
Thank you.
I don't mind giving to charity. I'll do it all day long.
But she forced you into it.
I'm going to say it was a bit of a shakedown.
Sort of like me being on Conan's podcast.
Yeah, but that really was not for charity.
No.
As much of a charity case as you may be.
Conan's money. I mean, not. So did she corner you?
Yeah.
And she said, give me money?
Not in those, I mean, with some colorful language, yeah. Throw some colorful language in there, and I couldn't wait to give her the greenback. So get out of my way, get out of here. Please. Look at this, that pinky now. Had it, now just right across the back, and down goes Alicia again. Right over the top. I'd explain to her, I'm happy to give money to your charity, but, you know, please and thank you would be fine.
No.
No.
Sienna's in complete control right now. She can do whatever she wants against Alicia Edwards.
And not only that, but she takes a good amount of time and showboating to these fans. Oh, did you see that? Open hand, right slap. Ooh. And just like that, Sienna, with that strength, just tosses Alicia to the floor and follows up with some boots, and now right hands to the face of Alicia.
This is just a beatdown. Sienna is firmly in control.
Wash your hair.
JB, if you're Alicia, how do you get back in there? Do you offer some money?
I don't know. Oh, I certainly don't have the answers. If I'm Alicia right now, I'm wondering maybe if this wasn't a good decision, competing here.
Come on, Alicia.
And she just wants an opportunity to be a knockout. That's it. That's all she's looking for.
You know, we've talked about the bad luck of the draw, and I guess for Alicia, she got maybe one of the worst potential matchups for her. But if you're going to be on the roster, eventually you're going to run into Sienna.
Well, I dare say this is baptism by fire tonight with Alicia in there with Sienna.
Sienna is classy, though.
Please, detail.
But, I mean, she's highfalutin. She drinks out of She drinks out of champagne flutes all the time, even if it's not champagne.
Sure. Oh, wow, coming in full steam ahead. No, Alicia stops.
She takes Uber Black. What? She takes the Uber Black car as opposed to just regular Uber. Classic.
I don't mind the Toyota Corolla. I'll do it. Please.
I mean, I'm talking about Sienna.
I know. You're making the case for her being a classy lady when in reality, I think she's just, wow, not a very good human being.
That's a big clothesline by Alicia, able to take down Sienna with a couple of clotheslines. A lot of power behind those. And a running bulldog. And a cover. And hooks the outside leg and a kick out at 2.
Great to see Alicia seeing signs of life, showing signs of life in this matchup. Who would better than the wrong end of the brunt of the offense from Sienna from the bell.
It's been just a beatdown. And look at Sienna, perhaps looking for the AK-47, counter by Alicia Edwards, looking for a famouser perhaps. She's got her down, outside leg is hooked, and Alicia almost stole one.
I'll tell you what a comeback that would have been for Alicia to finish off Sienna after taking the majority of the opening moments of this matchup. Sienna's offense. Oh, wow! That will stop you in your tracks.
And now Sienna gonna look to put away Alicia Edwards once and for all.
Wait a minute.
Wait, it's Allie!
We saw what happened earlier. Sienna came down and cost Allie the matchup, and now Allie back out. Alicia.
She's got her. Sienna stacked up. Huge upset.
Your winner of the match, Alicia!
Amazing to see a little bit of poetic justice here. Wow. Allie just comes down, distracts Sienna, and certainly you can't say that she didn't have it coming, but look at this. Look at the punishment. We saw that earlier. Sienna just dropping Alicia down. It was Allie coming down, distracting Sienna, enabling Alicia to get the pin and the win in this hard-fought knockouts battle.
You have to congratulate Alicia Edwards. She's moving on. She's defeated Sienna. We got plenty more to come, folks.
A lot of energy back here in the Impact Zone at one night only. Up next, a match you won't want to miss. Santana Garrett versus Brandi Rhodes. Joining me now is Brandi Rhodes. Welcome.
What's going on?
I have to ask you, you're relatively new to the Knockouts division. What's going through your head tonight?
Well, as you know, I am one of the newest knockouts. I'm very excited to be here, but I've never had a singles match yet. Okay. And with things that have been going on with some other people on the roster, I haven't exactly gotten a chance to focus hard on my wrestling. So I am really looking forward to tonight. This is my first singles match ever. So this is going to be great. I have a lot to prove. I worked very hard to get here to the division, so I really want to shine. I want to show my best and really just give it my all tonight. That's what I'm going to do.
You're facing Santana. Do you think she has what it takes to be a knockout?
Santana is an interesting opponent for me because I have actually trained under Santana a little bit. So I feel like I know her strengths and her weaknesses, but she knows the same thing about me. So that means I definitely have to be on my A game. She will know what I'm thinking every minute when I'm in the ring. And hopefully I know everything she's thinking. But one thing's for sure, I'm not gonna make this easy on her. So sweet little Brandi that she knows, she best forget her for tonight.
It's gonna be a great match. Thanks for speaking with me.
Thank you.
More action to go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Santana Garrett.
Santana Garrett, once upon a time, competed here. Her name was Brittany. And I was a fan when I first started here in Impact, and I watched her, and she decided to test the waters, as some people do. But she's back now, and she's looking for an opportunity, and she's going to have a tough test here against Brandi Rhodes.
I'm a big fan of Santana Garrett. How can you not love that smile? Brings joy, brings excitement, brings a lot of fans with her as far as her following goes and has made a real impact worldwide. Been over to Japan several times, competed all over this great nation and around the world. Santana Garrett looking to get into action with a tough opponent. Coming up here on this great Knockouts event.
Santana Garrett, she fancies herself a superhero. Looks like one.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring, Brandi Rhodes.
Brandi Rhodes, so accomplished in her young life, and she has aspirations of doing all sorts of different things. She does voiceovers. She's got a degree in, I believe, journalism.
Broadcast journalism.
Yeah.
Yes.
She can take our jobs.
Well, and she went to a much, I mean, I have the same thing, but she went to a much better college.
She went to Michigan at Ann Arbor, and then I believe Miami as well, right?
University of Miami. A master's degree. How about this? I like the fact that not only is she, you just look at the accolades, you just look at her career, and this is a girl that makes things happen. This is a woman who does things, who is very active, sets goals, achieves them, and moves on to the next one. And you take a look, a woman who has competed on a professional level in figure skating for 17 years of her life, so she knows what competition is all about. And she knows what it's like to be in there with the best. Obviously, Cody, her husband, showing her the ropes, and it's interesting to look at the knockouts who we have on this show that are affiliated in one way, shape, or form with a male member of the Impact roster.
Hey, put us all together, and that's sort of how it plays
I wasn't
out.
talking about you.
No. I was talking about the whole.
You're a different case unto itself.
The just everything in general. Brandi Rhodes is, of course, a knockout. Santana Garrett. This, to me, almost an even match because Brandi Rhodes, she's new at being a knockout. You know, she hasn't had a whole lot of singles matches. She had won a couple of not too long ago on Impact, and Cody said, no, you're not going to compete. This company's no longer going to pimp the name of Rhodes.
Well, obviously, Cody giving the green light for this matchup.
Yes. I talked to Cody a little while ago.
What did he say?
Too sweet. Too sweet.
Oh, come on. I denied you.
I don't
no
know.
sweet.
He didn't see
the too
me.
sweet.
He didn't see me.
There was no sweet in your case.
He didn't see.
What do you mean he didn't see you? It ended up being a huge internet gif.
We tweeted. I texted him the other day and I said, "What happened?" He said, "I didn't see it." So
yeah, the week before he almost threw you to the ground.
He didn't know it was me. He thought it was Pope because I was on the other side of the table.
He confused you for Pope.
Yeah, because he was in a rage and he's like, "Why are you trying to cause issues?"
I'm not. I'm just
between
asking.
me and Cody. I mean, he just didn't see me when we did Too Sweet.
Well, you just pulled that up on your phone so I could see it. Thank you. I was right there. I saw
Watch,
it.
I Too Sweeted him on the back.
Yeah.
Right there. Santana Garrett and Brandi Rhodes, they don't even know what we're doing over here, talking about Too Sweet. They're trying to win a match. Nice standing switch by Santana Garrett. School girl stacking her up. Way to get down.
And you got him.
Who do you like in this match?
Well, I'll tell you what. Cody has trained Brandi Rhodes and has shared everything he knows, and is certainly, if you ever want a teacher, if you ever want somebody to show you the ropes, there is no better than a person from that family, that legacy, that lineage. However, I will say Santana Garrett has the experience and has been in the six-sided ring before. In fact, has been in there more times than Brandi has.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
You didn't say that at all.
Well, I alluded to it. Do you like the ring gear of Santana Garrett? Do you like the tassels?
I said a little superhero-esque, which I'm liking. I like the whole. Both of these competitors are fantastic.
Well, somebody's got to win, and I'm gonna go. So okay, look here. So far in our main event, we got Angelina, Leva, Diamante. Nice cover here, and a kick out, and another one by Brandi Rhodes and a kick out. Rosemary and Alicia. So another cover by Santana, another kick out. So 2 potential knockouts and 3 knockouts. Oklahoma roll, nope. Look at this hand fighting.
What is going on there? Ripping. Oh, wait a minute, great
Shoulders
move.
Down again and another kick out. Great back and forth action. And no! almost had her that time. Somebody might get caught here. Shoulders down yet again.
And Santana there looking with the confidence, going, okay, I see what you got. I see what I'm in there with. Shaking the hands, good, keep it classy. Keep it on the up and up. Let's keep it competitive. Let's see who the better athlete is. I like that.
Tough strength. All right. It's been even thus far, I think, between these two.
Wondering if that nice smile of Santana's will somehow turn upside down. Maybe this patience or maybe this level of competition, you know, it only goes so far. It only stays friendly for so long, and then the frustration usually starts to set in.
And now Brandi trying to get the better of Santana. Garrett, Santana with a nice bridge, and that takes a lot of strength.
Lower back strength for Santana Garrett, really unprecedented. Spends a lot of time in the gym, it shows. It has its effects.
And Brandi lands on her feet, and these two are basically, I mean, they're about even. Any way you slice it, about the same height.
Well, the question is, will somebody take a shortcut? It's been on the up and up so far. It's been very competitive.
I would. I'd pull someone's hair.
Evenly matched so far.
I thought we were going to get a suplex out of this, and we do, and a bridge, shoulders down, and a kick out at 2. And again, the hands are still locked.
Both down on the ground now. And look at this. Brandi Rhodes looking around going, all right, I got this.
Neither knockout or potential knockout has the advantage right now. This has been a great back and forth match. Nice big knee there by Brandi, who's looking a little more tense at the moment. Leapfrog stands right in place, and then another knee. Now a quick cover by Brandi Rhodes and a kick out at 2.
Well, Santana Garrett has always had that factor, that it factor in the ring. There's no question about it. Brandi Rhodes, now relatively new to the Impact Wrestling roster. Every time out, you can tell there's just a little bit more improvement with every showing.
What's going to happen in this matchup, and who will go on to compete in the main event, the 8 Knockouts Tag Team matchup that we have been waiting for? Will someone earn a contract? Will more than one person earn a contract? Will Rachel Ellering be able to compete?
I certainly hope so. Rachel Ellering is a fantastic competitor, and really, talk about taking away someone's opportunity. Laurel Van Ness did that earlier this evening. I hope we can get a word. I hope Rachel Ellering will be able to compete, because that really was a tough way to start this night for this young prospect. We'll hopefully have word on Rachel Ellering momentarily. Back in the ring, Brandi Rhodes looking to get out of this move. Santana Garrett, the more experienced of the two.
And nice deep arm drag by Santana. She's able to control Brandi Rhodes momentarily. We've seen some great action thus far. Thinking all the way back to how the night started, I thought Casey Quinn did really well. She came up a little bit short against Angelina Love. Leva Bates, one of her different personas and characters, she had a great outing. She actually won her match against Allie, thanks to Sienna. Sienna would lose her match to Alicia, thanks to Allie, so turnabout fair play. Diamante defeated ACR, and Rosemary with the win over MJ Jenkins. Santana looking to join that list of victors, and Brandi kicks out at 2. So really, and then we're going to find out who's going to be on which teams in the main event. So a little different than past knockouts, knockdown pay-per-views over the years, JB. Usually we see, you know, a gauntlet, and that's not the case this year. A little different.
Well, a little different in the fact that we know, and we've been told that at any moment a Impact official will come out here and sign one of these potential knockouts on the spot. The question
Who's
is,
that official going to be? Do you know?
I don't. Well, it could be one of 3 people.
Okay. I hope it's not the one.
Which one?
I don't want to say.
You have a problem with somebody?
Well, I don't want to say.
Karen Jarrett?
It's like her, is it?
Oh, boy. All right. We will see. But we
let's
do
just
know
call
at
it
any
in.
moment she can come out here.
So it is going to be her.
Any of the officials. that have been given the power. Say, yes, you can be the next member of the Impact Wrestling Knockouts roster.
I wonder if maybe I could do it.
You could be
I could just get in the ring right now and give Santana Garrett a contract.
I don't know. She would certainly deserve it.
Ooh.
I wouldn't second guess you.
Give Brian Hebner a pink slip.
Ooh. Big right delivered. And now, Brandi fighting back.
Ooh, big shot there by Brandi Rhodes in a pair of boots, and both females are down. Fans in the Impact Zone trying to get behind Brandi Rhodes. It's been, to your point from earlier, this match has been on the up and up. No one has really looked for shortcuts.
Well, that's because when you're very talented, as are these two individuals, you hopefully don't have to take those shortcuts. Your competitive awareness, your ring skills will speak for themselves. Oh, wow, big right boot to the mush. Quickly got out of the ring, and now Santana Garrett on the outside. Here comes Brandi through the ropes, misses.
Ooh, big boot there. I still, after all this action, I still can't say who I think is going to win this match. Nice side Russian leg sweep into the cover and a kick out by Brandi Rhodes.
You see what she did there. If you saw what Santana did to follow through on that move, a side Russian leg sweep, the momentum carried her all the way over and resulted in a very quick pinning combination. And look at this, handspring elbow.
And Santana Garrett places Brandi right where she wants her. Boot to the jaw, cover, and a kick out.
First saw the handspring elbow from the great Muda many years ago, and a few have done in tribute since, have done that move, but no one nails it like Santana Garrett. And now look at this.
Yeah, and she competes all over the world. She spends a lot of time in Japan, and now almost like a tarantula, no, like an octopus, sort of. She put the knee over the face of Brandi Rhodes, but opted to go another way with it. Kick to the midsection by Brandi, and a big chop. Ooh.
Wow. The third.
Brandi trying to build some speed here in a clothesline. Brandi Rhodes starting to get fired up. She gonna go up top?
Gathering that momentum.
Here we go. Brandi Rhodes off the second with a missile drop kick. Pure intensity from Brandi Rhodes right now. Ducks the clothesline, and look at that maneuver. Cover, hooks the outside leg, and Santana barely kicks out at two.
So close, and this is where the frustration level is starting to sink in. Brandi feels like she has Santana Garrett where she wants her. And look, oh, just the persistence alone. From the first rope, a handspring.
Wow. How cool was that?
Into a head scissors, great move. Santana Garrett, so exciting to watch.
What's she gonna do next? Look at that. Brandi Rhodes is down, and Santana Garrett is moving on.
Your winner of the match, Santana Garrett.
Great victory. Very impressive, the fact that the experience factor, really all you can chalk that up to. It was a very evenly matched contest till the very end.
But Santana Garrett, watch this. The moonsault, the victory over Brandi Rhodes, and Santana's moving on. Main event.
What an incredible night it's been here at One Night Only so far. But up next, a match you certainly won't want to miss, as it's Rebel versus ODB. Right now, I have here to speak with me the one and only ODB.
Oh, yeah, bam!
ODB, I have to ask you, you and Rebel both former knockouts.
Oh, that girl hair in your chest.
Ooh. Do you have what it takes?
Well, I'm officially not really a knockout right now, and it only takes one night for the ODB, you know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna win?
There's a bear Come on, you know the answer. I've been knocking them up, knocking them down for years here. I'm one of the originals, baby.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
I think that's it for right now.
Bam!
ODB, everyone.
ODB's quite the character.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Rebel.
So Rebel.
What an entrance.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I mean, speechless. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just watched, right?
She looks great, right?
She looks fantastic.
You know, I've actually gone out in groups of people with Rebel. She's there. She's so strict with the diet. And won't like cheeseburgers, French fries.
Right.
Very strict. A lot of fish. A lot of workouts, high protein. Stays away from the bread and the carbs.
Right.
And doing a little split action there on the bottom rope.
If I tried to do that, I'd be in the hospital for 3 weeks. What in the world?
I don't know. She's a dancer by trade, right?
Speaking of dancer by trade.
And introducing her opponent, ODB.
And her dance move consists of one move. Bam! That's it. That's all you're going to get from this young lady. ODB, a perennial favorite, a longtime favorite. A woman that competed back in the Asylum days. You can believe that, of Impact Wrestling. And is back and is now more popular than ever.
She's got a food truck, you know.
I do know.
ODB's Get You Some Food Truck. Right now, I believe she's down in Daytona. And the truck's great, it's camouflage.
Yeah.
Have you ever had ODB's balls? Her meatballs, meatballs.
Yes.
She makes some tremendous meatballs.
Delicious.
Yep, and her own barbecue sauce.
Yep.
And little JB, I want to let you know, I'm thinking about getting into the barbecue sauce business.
But they're not. Please don't.
I am thinking about it.
Please don't.
Got some potential opportunities. And ODB, she's got a lot of things going on. So you got Rebel and ODB. I'm telling you, I think they could be a tag team. But right now, it's all about singles competition.
Oh, no, not if you know Rebel now. This Rebel is a different kind of Rebel. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Well, you get a little away from the Knockouts division. You're doing your own thing for a little while, competing in different places around the world, and then you come back and you think, okay, well, I need to approach this a different way. I need to rethink my strategy, and that's what Rebel has done. Showing up with a bit of an attitude problem, I think, in some ways, because she's been very difficult to deal with this time around.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't like telling tales on it, you know.
Well, just tell me.
Well, she's making demands.
Rebel is?
Rebel's making demands.
What sort of twerking demands?
You name it.
What? Give me like 2 demands that she's made.
Well, first of all, she didn't want anything to do with ODB.
Okay.
We do know that. She wanted to wrestle somebody else. She's had some problems with ODB in the past.
Okay.
And she then demanded that ODB reveal the contents of that flask before the match.
Do that? Yeah. I didn't know about these demands. ODB, she's got the flask. Oh boy.
She said, I need to know what's in that flask or I'm not going to the ring. This is word I got from the back.
House on wheels, she just said. House on wheels.
How about this for a little fact?
Okay.
ODB and I grew up very close to each other in Minnesota.
Really?
She was, I did not know her, I knew of her.
Okay.
Because, oh, wait a second, cutting a rug in the middle of the ring.
What is he doing?
Sis boom pow.
Why is he doing this?
Look at those moves. Good question, why is he doing that?
I don't know. Yes, everyone wanted to dance. So anyway, she grew up near you.
Earl may have stopped into the old ODB food truck and had a sip of that. Some whatever's in that. Hang on a second. That's not going to work. It's not going to work with ODB.
I want to know more about the childhood of ODB.
All right, I'll throw a little fact at you.
Okay.
Something you didn't know that I know about my dear friend ODB.
Okay.
Fellow Minnesotan. She played hockey, ice hockey, for the men's varsity ice hockey team in Minnesota, St. Cloud State University.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow, what position, do you know? Defense, offense? Goalie?
ODB plays her own position. Whatever she wants to do.
Makes sense.
Wait, no, referee, Earl, do not. Earl, resist. Earl, I don't, whatever that was.
What's wrong with this
She
man?
was asking for it, just Earl, resist. Earl's
got his own flask.
Listen, I think it's Earl's got more than a flask.
From behind. Here comes Rebel. She doesn't want to be trifled with. She doesn't want to be messed with at all. And a kick out there by ODB.
Oh, Earl.
What is he doing now?
Wait a minute.
Why are they rolling around?
There is.
Grounds for.
She's got Earl Hebner in a submission. I don't know what's going on. Somebody from the back. Did Earl have some of the flask before the match?
Where's Shelly Martinez? And there's ODB. And there's the cover. And there's the kick out. Now ODB.
No, Earl.
What in the world is happening? JB?
What are you doing?
Hey, smell it.
Hey, it was one night, man, one night.
What?
You're falling in love.
Your guess is as good as ours, folks.
Yeah. I'll just say this much. Earl traveled around the horn with Ric Flair back in the day.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that. If you know what happens when Ric Flair maybe has a little bit of that flask.
Or it's those new red shirts that I designed. Irresistible to the ladies.
It's one or the other.
Right into the steel steps goes ODB, and there's the dance.
I mean, right out of that honky-tonk badonk-a-donk video. Have you seen that?
No.
Rebel starred in this music video, big hit country song. If you look it up on the YouTube, whatever it is, and you get more than wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Ooh! Why you like that?
What was that sound? It almost sounded like a, I don't know.
I guess that's the sound of,
all right, let's just move on. We got a right hand, and again by ODB, and this is the part of the match where I think Rebel's going to regret coming back to face ODB.
Yeah, maybe this is why she didn't want to have anything to do with her, I guess.
Now why? Tell you what, Rebel's never looked better.
Shoulders down and a kick out at 2.
Best shape of her life. She said even back when she was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Really? She's in better shape now?
Yep. And ODB feeling the effects of that. That is one tough woman, ODB.
Oh, again.
Wait a minute, what is this? I mean, this isn't like she's at Coyote Ugly or something. This is a real display of confidence by Rebel like we've never seen before.
Yeah, Rebel is really just attitudinal, to say the least. Big slam there.
Uh-oh, there it is.
Oh.
Goes for the splits into the leg drop, and ODB having the presence of mind to get out of there. Clothesline, down goes Rebel. ODB follows up with a second and a third.
ODB starting to fire on all cylinders right now. She's got confidence. She's perhaps fueled by the flask.
Hey, is that what it is?
No, she's called Rebel a nasty word.
Seen you fueled by the flask on Twitter a few times.
A couple of times. Working on my new t-shirts.
Oh.
Rebel's down.
Just like that. It goes for the, hey, this could be
Smart move and a kick out at 2.
I mean, that's what it's like being in the ring with ODB. You get hit with everything from every direction. And I do mean everything.
Perhaps looking for that get you some splash in the corner. Oh! Getting hit by a food truck.
With big headlights.
And Rebel is on the tracks right now, and here comes ODB. Oh! Cover, shoulders down, and a kick out at 2.
Well, Rebel has to be asking herself, what do I possibly have to do to stop this offense from ODB, because she is taking a shellacking.
And now what does ODB have in mind? Rebel with a rake to the eyes. Rebel off the ropes, got caught by ODB. And beautiful fall-away slam.
Goes for the pin, I'm guessing now at this point. Rebel went for the cross body block, got caught right up in the fall-away slam, and this is where ODB is so dangerous.
She's up on the second now. ODB is eyeing up Rebel here. ODB comes up empty. And now Rebel.
ODB landed wrong on her, appeared to be her left knee.
Yeah.
And now Rebel from the second rope.
ODB's down, shoulders down, and a kick out at 2.
What? There was what? Did she just take a swing at Earl?
I don't know.
Earl said, no, you can kiss my grits. Nah, there it is. There's a covering.
Got her.
Wow.
Your winner of the match, ODB!
It's always exciting.
I don't know. I feel some real tension between Earl Hebner and ODB.
Yeah. And yeah, keep your eyes up, Earl. Let's take a look at what we saw in this matchup. It was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, this much says it all right here. This opening move.
Potpourri. Yeah.
And that says it all right there as well.
Ride 'em cowboy, cowgirl. They're on the mechanical bull.
We should have had this in a bar. We should have had this fight in a bar.
Yeah, well, I guess we could be drinking.
One thing is for sure, it was an onslaught of offense from ODB. That was enough to take out Rebel on a big return back to the Knockouts division. Impressive showing, and I dare say, if you're one of those Impact officials, even though she was not victorious, Rebel certainly showed an impressive side we have not seen before. But ODB gets the pin, the victory, and moves on to the main event.
ODB's got to, she doesn't have a whole lot of time, because if Rachel Ellering can't compete momentarily, then we're going to have our main event. We're going to try to do our best to find out if Rachel Ellering will be able to compete. Her match is scheduled to take place next. We'll have more, folks. We'll get it to you as soon as we get it.
I think I can be a pretty good knockout too, so that's what I'm here to prove.
Oh, you do you? You think you deserve to be in this locker room? What was your name again? Who are you?
My name is Rachel Ellering.
Right, Ellering. Okay, so you think you deserve to be in my locker room. What, because Daddy was a wrestler?
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, okay. So you go ahead and you do your little Rachel Ellering legacy thing, and I'm gonna start a new legacy. We're gonna call it the Laurel Van Ness legacy. And guess what? Tonight, you're my first victim.
We'll see about that, Cupcake.
Can we get some help? Can we get some help over here? Get some help over here, medic!
That was before we came on the air tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Laurel Van Ness.
So the match, JB, Laurel will come out here to compete. Again, we don't know the status of Rachel Ellering. She's been with our physicians, going on a while now, probably undergoing some tests to see if she's going to be able to compete. Laurel, she's happy with herself and what she's done, and she'll get in the ring, and I'm sure she'll make the referee count to 10 and win this match via countout.
Maybe a formality at this point.
Yeah.
Laurel Van Ness Standing in the ring, proud, confident as ever. Wondering if this is going to be an opportunity for her to really... Oh, she's grabbing the microphone.
There we go.
Listen up, civilians. Shh. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The bad news is, it seems as if my opponent happened to slip and fall in the Knockouts locker room. Oops. So, I can't wrestle tonight. I'm so sorry. I know you guys wanted to see that. That's really what you came for, right? But the good news is, Earl, you can go ahead and declare me the winner of this match. Go ahead. Go ahead. Start counting. Let's go. Speed it up.
He's at 7 now, and you know, Laurel's proud of herself. It was a smart move. She's gonna win. What's this? No. No.
Well, for
Her opponent,
better for
making
worse.
her way to the ring, Rachel Ellery.
Wow. She's coming out. Shoulders bandaged. Had the ice until moments ago. And said, I am not going to miss out on this opportunity. And interesting perspective on this for a couple reasons. She knows that Impact Wrestling officials are going to be watching.
Yeah.
Throw in the fact that she was really dismantled. Her chances of competing on an even level were thwarted before this even started tonight. And Rachel Ellering says, I am not going to miss out on this opportunity, but you have to wonder if it's that smart. Do you really want to show what you can do to Impact Wrestling officials at 100% right out of the gate? First impression, the whole opportunity there.
You know, it's a great question, but I think if you're Rachel Ellering as the competitor, you're probably thinking, I'm here. I'm on property. I'm so close to competing. If you can go, I think as a competitor, you go. And Laurel's going to attack the shoulder and do whatever she can to Rachel Ellering here to try to take her out of this match. But, you know, kudos to Rachel Ellering for saying, I'm going to compete.
Rachel Ellering, a bronze medalist in the World Powerlifting Championships. If you can believe that, what an accomplishment. She too also a former varsity men's ice hockey league in Minnesota. Melrose, Minnesota, not too far from where I grew up. Played on the men's varsity ice hockey team. If you know anything about Minnesota sports, that's the top of the crop right there. Best high school hockey teams in the country.
Yeah, she looks very athletic and certainly a competitor. I give her credit again for coming out here and doing what she's doing. Laurel had the great game plan before the show started. She goes after her, and now Laurel's got a great advantage over Rachel Ellering. And again, Rachel's got the pedigree and you know, her family lineage is rich in our great sport.
No question about it. Precious Paul Ellering, manager of the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom.
Had an opportunity to meet her dad. Look at this, nice cover here. And another, back and forth they go. Another opportunity, Rachel in control, Laurel in control, Rachel in control. And looks like a fish out of water there. Ooh! Look at this offense from Rachel Ellering. This is the strength that she possesses here. And Laurel looking for offense. Into the ropes. Oh, wow! Devastating shot there. Rachel Ellering to Laurel Van Ness.
If I'm a gambling man, I'm putting my money on Rachel Ellering to be a future Impact Wrestling knockout. So far, what we've seen, the very fact that she's been able to come back.
Oh, wow.
And hold her own.
Shoulders down, hooks the leg, and a kick out at 2.
Hold their own with their competition being as it is in the Impact Wrestling roster in the Knockouts division. Rachel Ellering knows she has her work cut out for her, but it's also personal after how this evening started tonight. And I'll tell you why I think it happened that way.
Oh, wow.
I think Laurel Van Ness got word early who her opponent was going to be. And my only explanation for this, putting 2 to 2 together, is she knows what Rachel Ellering brings to the table. She knows the kind of competitor Rachel Ellering is. And rather than face her squarely one-on-one, fairly in the middle of the 6-sided ring, she took liberties into her own hands with a premeditated attack that certainly left Rachel Ellering in no condition to be competing tonight. However, she didn't finish the job.
And here is Rachel Ellering competing, and Laurel Van Ness, I mean, she's got an opportunity to go after the shoulder of Rachel Ellering and kind of finish what she started.
She's going right after it. She is going right after it. This is very painful, right into the turnbuckle.
What do you say, Rachel? What do you say?
Not good.
The confidence from Laurel Van Ness here. Well, she's making Earl hold her ring gear, but. Ooh. Tremendous heart and desire from Rachel Ellering. Oh! And another cover and a kick out.
In a very short time, Laurel Van Ness has really changed the whole dynamic of the Knockouts division.
Yeah,
a lot of people thinking she is going to be the top star of the Knockouts division in 2017. Rachel Ellering, I think, has something to say about that.
Rachel Ellering is, I mean, you had these new faces come in, JB. You know, the Rachel Ellerings of the world and the Leva Bateses of the world and, you know, Alicia Edwards, and they want to make an immediate impression on the officials when you walk by a Dutch Mantell or a Bruce Pritchard or Karen. You know, you see them holding those contracts, shoulders down yet again, and it might motivate you, fuel you, and you want to go on to do big things.
Well, it certainly absolutely changes somebody's life. When that ink is dry on the contract, you're now traveling the world. You're now going to places like India, the United Kingdom, Australia, Japan. And certainly with the amount of traveling Laurel Van Ness has already done in her relatively young career, has the experience advantage in this.
What is Laurel doing?
Oh, look, let's be honest. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Did you see that?
That was impressive.
Right across the face. And this has left Laurel Van Ness in a very tough predicament after having control of the good majority of the opening minutes of this matchup.
Rachel trying to shake some feeling back into her arm there, and here comes Laurel Van Ness. You know, if Rachel Ellering has this background in powerlifting, then she knows, you know, if my shoulder isn't working, she can utilize other body parts to her advantage, so she's not completely out of this with a banged up shoulder, and what a roaring elbow.
She's relying on that right arm to do the majority of her fighting, her battling, and look at that.
Effective offense, kick to the shin. Step up in Seguri, shoulders down, outside leg is hooked, and we almost had a victory.
Close.
Laurel's actually calling for her dad, who Mr. Van Ness has a lot of money, but I don't think he can help Laurel in this situation here.
Can't buy a victories.
And look at Rachel trying to go for a slam there, didn't have everything there because of her shoulder, and now, oh, what a spine buster! Shoulders down and a near fall.
Wouldn't it be something? If Rachel Ellering was able to overcome the disadvantage she was put in long before this match even started.
This has been a competitive matchup and a match that we didn't even think we were going to get here because of what Laurel did earlier. And now Rachel Ellering is thinking, I got one more big move in me. One more big move and I can put away Laurel Van Ness. And here comes Laurel, flies into the screen. Ooh!
Wow.
Now looking for a Hangman's DDT on Rachel Ellering, who's trying to fight free. Oh! Man, that was effective.
Vicious. Unrelentless.
Cover. Laurel almost had a victory.
You could just tell. Laurel Van Ness thought that was it.
And a kick out.
See by the look in her face, the frustration setting in.
This has been, I mean, a great night, a great match. So many tremendous matches.
Boy, I think just as very simple fact that Rachel Ellering has shown such incredible fortitude, intestinal fortitude in there tonight. Ooh! After what she's been through, there it is. Corkscrew twisting leg drop.
Got her, and a kick out.
That's a move Rachel Ellering has found a lot of success with. Not enough to get the pin on Laurel Van Ness. What a showing thus far.
Rachel Ellering, I mean, I'd give her a contract. If it were up to me, I'd sign her right now. And now, perhaps, what is she looking for here? A death bout? No, a TKO. And the shoulders are down, and I think Laurel, hit Earl's hand as he was coming down for 3.
Well, that's one way to stop the count, huh? Rachel Ellering frustrated now. After everything she's been through to get to this point.
Well, what else can she do? What can Rachel, oh, look at Laurel.
Oh, wow.
Laurel perhaps playing possum, oh man.
Boy, she kicked that arm and then twisted. Look out, Laurel Van Ness.
Oh!
Showing no mercy.
And Laurel Van Ness is moving on to the main event.
Your winner of the match, Laurel Van Ness.
What a win for Laurel.
And now Earl Hebner raises the hand in victory, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't look it, but I think that was a victory for Rachel Ellering just the same.
I really liked Rachel Ellering and what she did here. Laurel was able to secure the victory, but I think people, I mean, you and I are out here talking about Rachel Ellering, and I think that they're doing the same in the back. As we take a look at what happened. Again, Rachel probably shouldn't have competed with her shoulder and what Laurel did earlier, but she came out here, valiantly fought, and I think she impressed a lot of people. And,
that kick right away set the tone, but in the end, it was Laurel Van Ness. Just too much for Rachel Ellering. And I'll tell you what, after the month or two she's had, Laurel Van Ness is definitely showing a meaner side than normal, more vicious side.
Hey, we got a lot coming up, but take a look at what we've seen so far here at One Night Only. Main event time. There you see Angelina Love.
The following 8-person tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Angelina Love.
Angelina was able to defeat Casey Quinn in our opening contest here at Knockouts Victory Road 2017. So Angelina has earned her way into this 8 Knockouts tag team matchup. 6-time Knockouts champion. That's tying the record, along with Gail Kim, our co-host here tonight with Jeremy Gorash. Double duty for you, JB. Double pay? I don't think so.
I'll take it. Just being out here watching this great action. Fantastic.
Out here with me.
Didn't say anything about that.
I know.
Introducing her partner, Laurel Van Ness.
Laurel Van Ness was able to defeat Rachel Ellering during our highlight package. She had an opportunity to go back and change, and I like that because you put on new gear. You know, oftentimes in the Super Bowl, the big game in the National Football League, the halftime's so long, the guys will shower and put on a different uniform and come out in the second half like completely fresh.
Well, that could be. Laurel Van Ness, certainly after a tough, hard-fought victory over Rachel Ellering, competing in this main event 8-person tag team matchup featuring the winners of our previous 8 matches.
Their partner, accompanied to the ring by Crazy Steve, Rosemary.
Rosemary earned a victory over thus taking MJ Jenkins earlier, about halfway through the show. Rosemary, she was in trouble. MJ Jenkins looked good. Crazy Steve with the yellow mist, and it allowed Rosemary to win. How about this team?
How about this team?
Love, Laurel Van Ness and Rosemary, and they got one more to go.
Yeah, that is a lethal threesome, if there ever was one.
Who's their fourth?
Well, obviously, the matches dictating the teams tonight in terms of victors. With the pairings, that's a different story. We're going to find out as we go here. Obviously, with those contracts in hand, TNA officials are looking to sign a new knockout. Hasn't happened yet. Will it happen by the end of this broadcast? We're going to find out.
Looking forward to finding out, along with everyone else.
We saw Leva Bates earlier. Certainly, I think she'd be a welcome addition to the Knockouts division. Alicia, we saw victorious earlier. Certainly a welcome addition to the Knockouts division. We're going to find out. Got a lot of great competition tonight. Rosemary, Crazy Steve, teaming with this member of the Latin American Exchange.
Representing LAX, Diamante.
Direct from Miami, Florida. Perhaps the most dangerous member of LAX, Diamante.
I like this team. Angelina Love, Laurel Van Ness, Rosemary, and Diamante. That's an all-star team.
That's an all-star team, my friends. All-star team, and each knockout vicious and different for their own unique reasons.
So we know that their opponents are going to be Leva, ODB.
Introducing their opponents. First of all, Leva Bates.
Santana Garrett and Alicia. So as it works out, it's 4 knockouts versus 4 potential knockouts.
Well, as you've done your homework, as you can see, it's like you just figured out a complex algebra.
I did.
Question there. Yes, Leva Bates victorious earlier tonight in her matchup with Allie. I would say a little bit due to the fact that Sienna came down, distracted Allie, and led Sienna into the mind of Allie, leading to victory.
Santana Garrett.
See, and I like this teaming. I like whoever came up with these teams. I like it because the 4 potential knockouts, they all have a common goal.
Yes.
They want to look good. They want to impress the officials. They want to win. And, you know, the current roster members, you know, the knockouts, they don't want any of these girls to win. They don't want any of them to shine or look good, so I like this.
Well, it's an opportunity for 4 individuals to really change their lives.
Their partner, ODB.
What a matchup we saw earlier with ODB and Rebel. My pick for match of the night so far.
Really?
Well, I mean, Earl Hebner gets in there too. I mean, it's a scrap. It's a real scrappy match. And ODB certainly, I think, now further down on the flask level of whatever that is in there. I'm not going to say what's in there.
Probably empty.
Probably empty.
Partner, Alicia.
And here she was earlier tonight. A hard-fought victory. Alicia set to do battle in this 8-knockout tag team matchup.
Were you surprised she defeated Sienna?
I was very surprised, but I also will say you got to give it to Allie. Little payback coming back from Allie, leading to Alicia get the victory over Sienna. Now, one thing we know, throw all 4 of these knockouts, and I'm talking about Angelina Love, Diamante, Rosemary, and Laurel Van Ness. Very dangerous, I dare say, together. The sum greater than the parts. We're going to see if that's the case. And right off the bat, Leva Bates and Laurel Van Ness.
I don't know if Leva's tricks with her little stuffed animals are going to work with Laurel Van Ness. I mean, Laurel can buy millions of stuffed animals if she wanted to. She could buy a panda bear, a real one, if she wanted to.
A real panda bear?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of coin we're talking about.
Laurel Van's got some ching, huh?
Oh, yeah. She could buy a giraffe if she wanted to.
Wow.
A whole zoo.
Right by Laurel Van Ness in the corner, and no.
Oh, that was disrespectful. Like a mic drop. Oh, there it goes. Unlucky fans.
I got it. No, I got it. I got it.
Nice catch. And look at Laurel. Pure intensity here. So this is in a elimination style match. It's 1 fall to a finish.
1 fall to a finish. Let's see who impresses. Let's see if we get a contract for one of these prospects out of this tonight. We're going to find out. Laurel Van Ness and Leva Bates in there now. 3rd man in, referee Brian Hebner. And look at this.
Nice neck breaker by Leva Bates. And let's see, Diamante, I believe, made the tag quite violently.
Sure did.
Diamante, she doesn't want to be on the team with these girls. She's in LAX.
She has one alliance and one alliance only, and that is with Conan.
I mean, ducks the clothesline, does Santana. Here. I like the white boots by Santana. I don't see enough white boots today. And frog by Diamante. Nice roll through by Santana Garrett. Hip toss. Hands on her feet. Standoff. Oh!
Both go for the drop kick. They both miss, and now a little bit of a standoff. Santana and Diamante.
I think Rosemary tagged herself in. Oh, here we go. What a dream matchup this is. ODB and Rosemary. I'm not sure either one knows how to go about the other one, and Crazy Steve interjects himself.
Wow, come on. Crazy Steve right out of the...
See ya.
Get it out of here. Good call.
Steve's got to go. Ejected. You can't get physically involved in the match. And he did.
Especially after what happened earlier.
Yeah, I mean, he missed it. Poor
MJ Jenkins.
MJ Jenkins, yeah. She still can't see, from what I understand.
Get him out of here.
Steve can hit the showers wherever it is he goes, underneath the bleachers. Creepy, weird guy that he is. Rosemary's often up in the rafters. Bird's nest in the impact zone.
Don't even want to know what's going on.
That's where Steve's heading back to now. We're back to ODB and Rosemary.
Look at these two.
And axe handle ducked in. ODB fires away.
Imagine going on your buddy with a double date with these two. Can you imagine? I mean, what in the world?
And keep your eye on Rose.
Oh, wow, there she is again. Rising from the dead almost. Just. And now goes for the safety of Angelina Love.
Strange bedfellows. The tag's been made. Well, I guess, I mean, Angelina's into that weird blood thing with Davey.
What do you mean?
When they kiss. And
oh, yeah.
And their hashtag, I think they say it's in the blood.
I don't even want to know what goes on.
No.
There we go.
Oh, and these two don't like each other.
Not at all.
The fight is on between the wives of the 5-time World Tag Team Champions, the former Wolves.
Bad blood between these two like no other two in there.
I don't know whose hair is whose. It's crazy.
Alicia, of course, the wife of Eddie Edwards. Angelina Love, the wife of Davey Richards. And if... Oh, wow! Felt that one here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we fighting over.
Oh, he says, oh boy, they're fighting over each other's husbands. Here we go.
You want something too?
And Alicia, she's fiery, man. I keep using that word to describe her, but it's appropriate.
It is appropriate.
And here comes Angelina Love. And, these two may fight all night.
They certainly have had their share of wars. Hang on. Oh! Oh! Man, that just hurts.
Break her in half!
Break her in half? I think that was Rosemary who yelled that.
Big clothesline. Great execution.
You know, I don't think you'd ever see these 8 in the ring together anyway. I mean, you look at Rosemary standing next to Laurel Van Ness, Diamante is there. You're only going to get it here at One Night Only, Knockouts Victory Road 2017. It's available all month long, folks. So if you're watching it now on our premiere cover here by Leva Bates and a kick out, tell your friends they got to see Knockouts Victory Road 2017.
Been a great night so far, and certainly as both teams compete in this main event matchup.
Oh, wow. Is she biting her?
And you know, all 8 of these competitors have something different they're fighting for.
Yeah. You know, for the team of Alicia Edwards and Santana Garrett, Leva Bates, and ODB, they're competing for jobs, really, essentially opportunities, contracts, big money.
Life-changing jobs. Opportunity. Oh, wow.
No, you didn't catch it that time.
Nope, that one right up through the uprights.
And Laurel Van Ness tags Rosemary. And here comes the Demon Assassin, the Evil Temptress. Rosemary just, if you're leaving base, she's got to keep your guard up, protect yourself, and Brian Hebner's not going to be able to do anything about that.
Well, it's interesting to note the company these knockouts keep. As far as their male counterparts in the Impact Wrestling roster. I mean, look at Rosemary hanging out with Abyss and Crazy Steve.
Yeah.
Obviously a very different relationship than, say, an Angelina Love or a Davey Richards. Yeah. However, they're keeping some strange company, I would say. Diamante hanging around with Conan, Homicide, LAX.
Hey, poor Laurel doesn't hang out with anybody because she got left at the altar by that lowlife Braxton Sutter. And the homewrecker.
Again, we've gone over this before. I'm not going to call Allie a homewrecker. There was no home direct.
I'm telling you, it was going to be a big one. ODB, she hangs out with anybody that'll buy food from her food truck. Alicia's always with Eddie, obviously. And then you got Santana. I see you trying to hang out with Santana.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
Oh, and here ODB is taking control.
Wow, 3 in a corner. Could it be 4? ODB stacks him up.
Oh, my.
Stacks him up.
Get you some. Oh, down they go.
All 4 in a corner. Are you kidding me? No. This can't be. Can she do this with all 4?
I think she can.
No.
Oh, wow. 5-way Bronco Buster. Not sure who got the worst of that. Probably Diamante. She was in the front, right?
She was probably in the front, I would say, yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Laurel was sandwiched in there, and here's ODB, and she's down, and Laurel's attacking her, and Chaos reigns supreme in the impact zone.
Certainly does, with a amount of the repercussions out of this night. Look at change the very face of the Knockouts division. Will somebody get a contract tonight? ODB.
Oh!
Fall away slam.
And here comes Alicia Edwards.
Boy, you gotta say, Alicia's been a fighter all night long.
Yeah, she may be the MVP of this show thus far. Defeats Sienna one-on-one, had some help from Allie, but still won that match. And now finds herself in the middle of the ring with Laurel Van Ness. And looking for the famouser. Got her!
Got her.
Big win, go for the cover. Laurel's down, hooks the outside leg, and a kick out into.
Laurel Van Ness uses a very similar move.
Yeah, like a curb stomp almost, but same sort of effect.
Wow, did you see that? Angelina Love just got the tag, came in full force, and here we go, it's breaking down. All 8 competitors in the ring. Santana Garrett on Angelina Love. Now breaks off. It's Diamante and Leva Bates in that corner. Throws Laurel Van Ness out of the ring.
You know, it stayed a tag team match much longer than I expected. This is what I expected from Jump Street.
ODB on the outside. Ooh. Laurel Van Ness and Santana Garrett.
Oh, look who's back inside the ring.
Look who is left.
Angelina Love soaking it in. Keep your head on a swivel. It's ODB. Bam!
Drops Angelina Love. ODB, look out. Diamante in the ring.
And Diamante with amazing offense. All right, here comes Leva Bates. Ooh! Backstabber. Rosemary looking for Red Wedding. Connects. Oh! Air whip there by Santana Garrett. And here comes Laurel Van Ness.
Look out, Laurel Van Ness.
Good night. And here comes Alicia Edwards.
Wow, did you see the force?
Cover. Alicia Edwards, she wins the match for her team.
And the winners of the match, the team of ODB, Santana Garrett, Leva Bates, and Alicia!
What a win for these 4 potential knockouts. MVP honor.
Yeah, Alicia probably going to get that MVP honor. Wow. Did you see the force in which she threw down Laurel Van Ness? Face going right into the mat.
That was amazing. Congratulations to these 4. JB is he's up and in the ring.
Keep it going for your winners tonight. ODB, Santana Garrett, Leva Bates, and Alicia.
What's this? That's the music of Alicia's husband, former world champion Eddie Edwards, and there he is, all smiles as he's congratulating what looks to be a very surprised Alicia Edwards. Great to see Eddie Edwards here, great to see doing what his wife has done so many times in the back, watching and supporting. And proud of his wife. So let's listen into what Eddie Edwards has to say.
You look tired. Are you tired? You look a little tired. Honey, Alicia, honey, sweetheart, you have been, I could not be more proud of you tonight. My wife, who, if you didn't know, this is my wife, my lovely wife, the love of my life, Alicia, in case you didn't know. You have worked so hard to get this opportunity tonight. You've been busting your ass, and I know that. I know that. You've been putting up with me. And sometimes I can be a bit of a drunky monkey. But you stayed with me, so for that, you deserve the world. And you proved tonight, once again, that anything is possible. But I'm not the only one that has noticed this. Somebody far more important than me has noticed that as well.
I have. She's done great. Oh, no. It's Karen Jarrett, folks. Watch out, she might slap somebody. Now, we said that Impact officials have contracts here, and, well.
I have to admit, back there, I was really excited. After hearing you, I got a little bit emotional there, buddy. Good job. Very sweet. I've watched you the last several weeks, how you fought back and stood up for yourself against Angelina. Amazing. Sitting back there next to him, watching you out here against all of them, I'm not waiting. I've said it's time for change. I'm not waiting. I'm not going through the long process. This is your contract to be an Impact Wrestling knockout.
That's a feel-good moment for Alicia Edwards. Completely unexpected. Alicia Edwards has been working so hard for so long.
No lawyers, no nothing, just sign it.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Karen and our newest TNA knockout, Alicia.
Well, good for Alicia Edwards here at One Night Only Knockouts Victory Road. A contract was offered, she signed it. She now gets to work in the same company as her husband, Eddie Edwards. This has to feel good for these two, and they can relive this moment over and over again, all month long, and so can you. By continuing to order our tremendous One Night Only pay-per-view series this month. Knockouts Victory Road. We'll be back with an all-new pay-per-view event next month. But a feel-good moment for Alicia Edwards here inside the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios Orlando. Big moment for Alicia Edwards and Eddie Edwards. For JB, I'm Josh Matthews. We'll see everyone next month right here on One Night Only.